Dreams, you those other Please show me some grace. Around. Sorry. That reason to away. Maybe I've been making you. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. Yes. Please show me some grace. Wait a minute, I gotta hear that right there, right there. I did some crazy things. My past just passed away. Did some things, crazy things. Just the last thing my past just passed away. Mistakes. And please don't make them grave. What goes around comes back around. Yeah. Some crazy things. Sing my past since it passed away. everything. Sing dance, dance, dance away. Come on. Hey. I think we of the naming you. You are. I'm different. Hey. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I gotta say, I'm different. Everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I am different. Different. Oh, oh. Yes, honey, come through. That is my jam. Hey, everybody, this is Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 9 to 9, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy quinceañera, happy anniversary, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and everybody under the sound of my voice. And you know I'm the upper, the what? The smooches. So, you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch on this beautiful Sunday. Okay. What's going on, JB? Thank you, boo. What's up, Curry? You ain't never heard that? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you who that is. Hold on. I know her name, but I want to make sure I get it correct. Give her just due. Uh Tasha Page Lockhart. It's called new. I'm sorry, it's called different. Tasha Page Lockhart. Yes, honey. Yes, them words, them words. Let me tell y'all, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all gravy, it's all gravy. We just gonna touch up on today. We're just doing a little touch up, a little maintenance. I don't want us to get too far ahead and we don't cover the main things and let that be the main things. Okay. So let me go ahead and just say this real quick. Okay. It ain't gonna take all day to do that. I want to show y'all something. Here we go. If you can, if you get any extra money, okay, this is what you want to try to lock in on right here. Okay, right here. What you do is charge this up. Okay, you charge this up, and if and when, if and when you need this, like if the lights go out and all this and stuff, this is a solar. Okay. Hold on. Let me show you how. Is it up here? No. Let me show you how. Right here. This is how it opens. Right here. See how it opens? You can put this outside, and the solar activates it, and that way you can listen. Watch TV, charge your refrigerator up. All the things are the things, okay? While everybody else is in the dark and everything, this is something that you will be able to use to get you through a couple of days. All right. So I wanted to show y'all that and everything because y'all, I wouldn't trust this government to walk me across the street when no car's coming. And I feel like eventually something is going to transpire, and most likely it's going to be dead in the middle of winter. Okay. So you want to be able to stay warm, you want to be able to have some form of a light, some form of a way of having some entertainment. It may not be for hours and hours, okay, but it does have a 3 recharge way. Okay, it has the solar panel, it has the socket, and it have a 12 car outlet. Okay, so you can keep your phone charged and things of that nature. All right. So I wanted to come on and show you guys that. They do have others that may be in your price range. Just make sure they do what you would want them to do if the lights go out. Okay. If the lights go out, you want it to do what you need it to do. So that's something that you want to look into. Wait a minute. I'm going to give y'all something else. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. These are the ones that I have. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Right here. Okay. La 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 la. Okay. These are the ones that I have. So right here. This is what I have right here. I'm going to give my mom two of these as well. I might look into this since it's the best seller. These are straws. These are straws like if you out somewhere, so happen the water's dirty and you have no other choice but to drink it. These straws right here, you can actually sip it and it filters all the nastiness and dirt and all this and stuff. It filters all of that, and all you drink is clean, fresh water. Okay. So yeah, I have this set right here, but I think I'm gonna look this up for my mom. Right now these are it's say 20 something percent, 29. I think I'll have my glasses on. So it's 14.99. This one particular one right here is 17. Then you got these, but I mean, you can find the cheaper ones, y'all. You can just make sure they do what you want them to do, like read the reviews and all the things of the things. I have these two. I have the emergency pack for the blankets. I have those that's sitting right over here next to me on my shelf. I have the warming packs that warm your hands as well as your feet. I got the one for your feet, and I got the one for your hands that you can put inside your mittens or your gloves to keep your hands and body warm. I am gonna get some more. I am gonna get some more and everything. So yeah. But this right here is very important, y'all. This is something that if I was you, I would get. Okay. It's 9 of them in here. You can actually Google them and they got packs that have more than just 9. Okay. So, and this right here for 9 is only $6.98. So, what is it gonna hurt to get you? See, this man is showing what you do. See right here, easy to drink fresh water. Okay, you just right there, and if it removes everything, okay, bacteria, everything, you just drink straight water. Okay, so I told y'all over here we don't just do one trick ponies, okay? I am for you. It's whatever helps the people that's my people especially. I'm going to introduce you all to some to that so you can know. They do have the reusable straws as well, okay? So where you won't have to throw them away and all that and stuff. So let me show you the hand warmer that I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, here we go. And how y'all doing? How you doing? How your mama doing? Okay. Hold on, let me pull it up. How your husband and your wife doing? How everybody doing? Hold on. Here we go, right here. These are the hand warmers. Now you can get a pack of these for 99 cents at the Dollar General store. They do sell them on the counter, or the Family Dollar. They sell them on the counter, one pack for like 99 cents. Okay, I got the whole box, and you see it's 60 in the box, and they do last for 10 hours. Okay, they do last for 10 hours. All right. You can put them in your gloves. I sometimes put them on me, like in my bra, to where it warms my body and everything. So yeah, that's how big they are. And what you do when you open them up, what I do is just hit it on something. I hit it in my hand, and that activates that charcoal, and it starts to heat up. It don't burn you, so you ain't gotta worry about that, okay? And everything. And it does heat. It take about 10 to 15 minutes to heat up. That's true. Here's the regular size one. Here's the large ones, okay? So I have, I think this size right here. I'm looking on this box right now. Hold on. I can't tell. I think I got this size right here, but I'm looking to get this size because this one lasts. Yeah, I had to have this because it's 10 hours. The large one lasts 18 hours. So this would be one that you will put on your body, and it will heat your body up just in case. Like I said, we're in the middle of winter and the electricity go out and you don't have no kerosene heaters and stuff. These little things like this is gonna come in handy. And like I said, they do have the ones that can go in your shoes as well, that'll keep your feet warm. If you have to go out in the wintertime, say you work in the winter and everything, you can always put these in your feet, in your shoes, and to keep your feet warm. And whatever happens with your feet happens with your body. So if you happen to put one in your feet, in your shoes rather, and it'll store warming your body from your feet up. Okay. So yeah, you know. Now my friend, she has these. You charge these are rechargeable, okay? And you put these on your body. These are wearable heaters. She has these, okay? It's got 4 different settings, okay? So, you know, I'm just giving y'all something to start buying just in case you have not started buying, okay? You want to start buying this stuff. And if you never need it, praise God. You hear me? Sell it to a camper if you never need it. However, if you do need it, at least you'll have it. Okay. There's nothing like needing something that you do not have. What's up, Just Andrea? And everything, y'all. Okay, so let's talk about the things of the things real quick, and then we're gonna move on. All right. Um, However many people you have in your house, if you don't have the big old, you know how you used to go to offices and they have them big old water things, and you can put them paper cups up under there and get your water. Well, if you don't have those type of water things in your house, then what you need, not only bottles of water, okay, I would get the bottles of water to have for drinking. All right. I would make sure that I have at least 2 cases each for everybody in my house of bottled water. Okay. Then I will go get the jugs of bottled water to cook and bathe with. And I will make sure I have at least 4 of those stocked up. Okay. For each person in the house. Because you're going to have to wash up. You're going to have to flush the toilet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to cook. So you want water to cook with. You need water to bathe with. And then at least twice a day, flush the toilet. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And you want to stock this up, and you want to stock them up where nobody knows. Because I'm telling you, if something happens, and let's say you're prepared, okay, you're prepared. Just think of all your friends and family that may not be, but they know you are. So a lot of things you're going to have to do quietly. Okay. You're going to have to do this quietly and on the low low. Okay. Not the content creator low low, but on the low low, like LOW. Okay. Because people, when things hit, y'all remember 2020, right? When COVID hit, people showed you who they were. Scared people, was trying to rob people and everything. So I'm telling you, there will be some people in your family, in your so-called friend circles, and all of the things, okay? That's, if you open your mouth and tell them, girl, I'm stocked up and ready. When time comes, if time comes in our lifetime and something happens, okay, they're going to say, hey, my friend Watermelon over there, I know where she live at. And she said she got plenty of water and stuff. Hey, we going to hit her. We going to go over and hit her, man, for real. Hey, y'all got y'all gun with y'all. Y'all got y'all gun because we going to go get that. Okay. Okay, come on. Hey, what's up, Kim B? I know that's right. See, a lot of people gonna wait until it's too late, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, what did Creole say? What she say to do? Okay, just like I told y'all, a person asked me about malaria. Okay, like, do I know anything that will help you in case somebody gets malaria and all this and stuff? And I came on here and did a whole live on an herb and what that herb does, and everybody and their mammy should have it. Okay, everybody, white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, polka dot, checkered, stripes. Everybody should have it. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time, and this is the last time I'm gonna name this herb. Okay, because when I go back over stuff a lot, it makes me redundant, and I can't stand it. I hate repeating myself. Okay, especially when I take my time and say exactly what I'm saying. Okay, the one herb. Hold on, it might be some. Yeah, okay. The one herb that you need. Dang, what? Okay, the one herb that you need, no matter what happens, is neem. Neem. Neem is known. Okay, all the studies, and remember, I ain't no medical doctor. I don't even play one on TV. However, I do know herbs. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, this is a teaching moment. Let me make myself clear to YouTube and everybody else, so they won't be trying to. This is a teaching moment. Okay, and so neem has been known. MRN, what's that? Mrna, mRNA, and Mercer, and something else. Anyway, all the M's like that it's been known to restructure your cells back to normal. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You don't have to. I got a whole big. Well, I can say it because I got a pow pow and several pow pows over here. So I got a whole big bag of it. A whole big bag of it and some pills. Okay. So yeah. You got it, boo. Okay. I'm being selfish. I'm not. I know that's right. Hey, Kim B, you gotta be like it. And what's so funny? People will flock to hear a whole bunch of nonsense and to tune out something that'll help them survive. They'll tune it out. Anything that'll help the man, like the total man, they don't want to hear that. That's boring. I don't want to hear all that. Ain't nobody else talking about it though, for real. Your church ain't telling you what you need to be doing. Your doctor dang sure ain't telling you that COVID is back out here and it's aggressive. But I've told you. I also told y'all the beginning of the year to get some stock in durable medical equipment, because towards the end of the year, you're going to start seeing a surge of 2020 and plus. And I just wonder how many people went and got some stock in DME. DME is durable medical equipment. What is considered durable medical equipment? I'm glad you asked. Rubber gloves, mask. See what I'm saying? Okay. Um, Also, let me come out of this real quick. Hold on. Okay. Um, Also, I've been telling you all to stock up on your canned goods. Okay, they got canned chicken, y'all. You can use it. I use that canned chicken to do my gumbo sometime when I don't feel like doing, the regular plucking the chicken and stuff. That canned chicken is good. You can make barbecue chicken. You can make buffalo chicken dip, buffalo chicken soup, whatever you put chicken, because it's chicken. It's just the white meat of the chicken. You can, honey, I would stock up. Who I'm trying to get 20 cans of that just in case, because I know I'm gonna want something other than vegetables. I'm gonna want some chicken, okay? And I'm gonna get creative with making chicken. So they got that canned chicken, like I said. They got canned vegetables. Um, some of them vegetables last 18 months. You just put a tag on them to say when you got it. And when it gets closer to that, if we haven't went into a crisis, then use them cans first, but also replenish. See how that works? I am going to, I forgot to load this on her. I am going to share with you guys how to uh jar chicken legs as well as chicken wings. It's some people that's been doing that for years. Okay, you can do that. You do need the jars and the lids. You need alcohol, um, so that you can clean the lids after you put the chicken in there, so you can wipe the lids off so bacteria won't grow in it. Okay, and that chicken, it actually, that canned chicken is called canned even though it's in a jar. That canned chicken lasts up to 2 years. You hear me? Okay. And everything. So you can get some chicken and break a pack down, and you can either put half the pack up in your freezer so you can use, and the other pack you can go ahead and jar and put on your shelves. So when everybody else ain't got no meat, you got some. I'm also say those of you all who don't know how to fish, start looking on how to fish. Okay, considering that people don't poison the fish, uh, because you can always go, you know, to your river and throw your rod out. Got one. Bring it back, see what I'm saying? And eat. All right. You want to get you some charcoal and put it somewhere dry. Some chips and put it somewhere dry. You want some lighter fluid. You should already have your lighters and your matches stored up. That's something I've been seeing. If not, why you can still get them at Dollar Tree, wherever. Go get you a whole bunch of matches and just store them up. Okay, keep them in a dry place. Go get you some Flick My Bics, some lighters. You can order them on Amazon. They got whole bags, like 100 in a bag. You can get those. You should already have your candles. They ain't got to be pretty. You ain't gonna light the candles for the ambiance. You might have to light the candles to have some light, okay, or to cook some food, okay. So get you some candles. What I'm saying, you should always have an emergency prepared kit, okay. I told you all to get the aspirin, stock up aspirin. I told you all to stock up alcohol, Q-tips, uh, cotton balls, peroxide, apple cider vinegar, all the things of the things. Okay. You need to have what else? Let me see. Me too. That's what I get. The Swanson. Yep. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just up here talking. I ain't looked at a. What's the name of the first? Hold on. Let me see. I don't know which one. Which mouse is okay? It's this mouse. Okay, let me use this mouse. Okay. I said I was going to start the can and I was going to film it. Starkist has the chicken too, but I don't like. Yeah, I'd rather just do they tuna fish. I'm gonna need Starkist to stay with one thing, and that's tuna fish. I saw Vanessa Van Life on YouTube. She was showing everybody how to do that. She's really good. Okay, okay. So let me highlight that. That's somebody I can look at right there. Okay, Vanessa Van Life. Okay, all right. So yeah, so this is not to make you depressed or nothing like that. No, to be how can I say this? You just need to be forewarned, okay? Just in case. We are always, us black people are always behind. We're always playing catch up. Somewhere along the line, y'all, we got to flip the script. We got to flip the script. We got to flip it and we zip it, okay? Flip the script, zip your lips. Flip the script, zip your lips. Flip it, then you zip it. Okay. Whoo, child. Anyway, all right. Now, do I have some news for you? Hold on. Is this wrong? Okay, this is right. Y'all, I got two mouths that I'm act, trying to do the things of the things. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't talk today for some reason. Maybe because I only had one cup of coffee, and that's all I'm gonna have. Because if I drink another one right now, I'll be up all night. So yeah, I'll be up all night, and we're not trying to do that. We ain't trying to do the things of the things, okay? Mm-mm. I'm learning that. Cause I usually drink another cup of coffee right now. Like it's five something, y'all. I'll still be up come 12 o'clock because I can't sleep. Cause coffee really stays in your system for 7 hours. Okay, it really does. So if I drink it now, about 1 o'clock, I'll be ready to go to sleep, and then I got to get back up at 4:45. So does that make any type of sense? Okay, so I'm trying to be good. All right, I'm trying. I'm trying to be good. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to give y'all something. Look at me. I'm different. Oh, let's see. Now, bye bye. Let me see. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, so with this, any other government, when we have a shutdown, y'all. Let me see. My bad. I'm laying down listening. I thought it was like 10. Oh, okay. Usually with any other government and they have a government shutdown, you have people that really care somewhat about whether people die or not because they have nothing to eat. This particular government, and I'm not anti-government, don't get me wrong, but I'm just a realist. This particular government could care less. Okay. They can really, 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 really care less whether you eat or not. All right. And why people are still trusting what they're hearing, I don't get it and I don't understand. Okay. Um, it was a couple of grants that I actually want to tell you about. Grants that is, and that will help you pay your bills. You know. Um, Give me one moment. I made a note of these and let me see. Okay, so me myself, I am. Wait a minute, I gotta move this. I got two mics moving at one time. And all Kim B, baby, I'm glad you know, honey. I'm glad you know. A lot of people are still with their head in the sand. I'm so serious, okay? Um, so yeah. Um, Now, here's something I wanted to tell you guys about, okay? There is a program. Hey, Catherine, there is a program called Modest Needs. Modest Needs, okay? Modest Needs helps individuals and families who are working and earn just above the poverty level, okay? They give special considerations to single people with no children, veterans who have recently been discharged, teachers, and first responders. So if you go to modestneeds.org, modestneeds.org, you can see if you qualify for any type of money that Modest Needs gives a person, okay? Now, this particular one, um, later on tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to apply for. Okay, this particular one. It's called Newish. Okay, Netwish. I'm sorry, Netwish. 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 Netwish is run by a successful Philadelphia businessman. Okay, who nobody knows who he is, and you don't have to live in Philadelphia. Okay, there's very little paperwork that you would have to fill out. Okay, and they never ask for your bank details. If you select it, you'll be notified traditionally by postal mail. Okay, snail mail. um People have received help with Christmas gifts, medical bills, etc. Okay, so you have a very good chance of being selected. It is called Netwish, one word, netwish.org. Okay, so if anybody can get in touch with D Ham, He may want to contact them, and everything, and see, if they can help his situation. And the only reason why I'm saying this because when I found this, I thought about him, and I knew he had told everybody about his situation. So that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. It's not to shame nobody or nothing like that, because at times we all need help. Okay, we all need help. Let's see what else. Hold on. Yeah, I'm freezing. I need to turn on my space heater. Uh, okay, here's another one. And this is the other one that I'm applying for as well. Okay, see, so I don't got it all together either. It's still some things in my life that I could use some help with. And if I can get it, I want it. All right. This right here is Patient Assistance Program. Okay. Y'all hear? Patient, like you're a patient assistance program. PAPS. PAPS provide financial support for healthcare costs, okay, like medication, premiums, transportation, etc. The amounts vary, okay, by diagnosed organization. Often covering copays or specific non-medical expenses, and sometimes they go up to $20,000. They'll pay up to $20,000. Okay. There are many different databases. One is patientadvocatefoundation.org or patientadvocate.org. Okay. The other one is PAN Foundation, which is panfoundation.org. All of these are org because they're organizations. Okay. And last but not least is needymeds.org. So there's three of them I gave you. Okay. Is patientadvocate.org, panfoundation.org, needymeds.org. See, a lot of people should be in this live. That's what be tripping me out. A lot of people should be in this live, but you can't change people's mind. People like the mess, okay? People like the mess. And then they'll be the same ones needing help and money for food. And can you help me get some gas? And I need some this. And I'm going to start a wish list. And can you go to Amazon and pick on my wish list and all this and stuff, but nobody wants to hear the truth, okay? Creole gets on my nerves. I can't stand her. I would, you know what? If somebody was giving me something that could help me, whether I like them or not, Negro, thank you. I still don't like you, but thank you. I mean, yeah. Anyway, move on. Okay. If you have a pet and you're finding yourself uh in hard times trying to do different things for your pet, okay, you can go to lowincomerelief.com/pets. Lowincomerelief altogether.com/pets, okay, and see if they'll be able to help you, okay. Not sure. I think altogether it goes from 500 to $1,000 that they will be able to assist you with if you are picked to you know yeah, all the things. Same website also can help you with a grant to buy a home. So if you're in the process of trying to buy a home and you don't have the deposit or whatever the money situation is, go to lowincomerelief.com/DPA, Delta Patient Apple. Okay, Delta Paul Apple. That's lowincomerelief.com/DPA. Okay. Some grants they offer are flat rate. You can go between 5,000 all the way up to like $2,500. I mean $25,000. Okay. So yeah, you may want to look into that if you're in the process of buying a home and you're finding yourself, financially like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this closing cost, or blah 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 blah, and see what the qualifications are. See if you qualify. You never know. You don't know unless you try. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all too lazy to try. You don't want to get on the internet and just put your information in and see if I don't, let me shut up before I get in trouble. That patient assistance program helped me 2 years ago with my Brablis when I was a diabetic and my shut up, really? Well, hallelujah. We got somebody. Come on. See, now you made me want to do it for real before I go to bed. Because I was like, I'm gonna start it. But then see, now that I know that at least it helps somebody, okay, that I'm connected to in some way, that's what's up. That's what's up. Because right now I'm having to pay my co-insurance, and my co-insurance is $5,400. So they're not gonna pay anything until I pay all my co-insurance. It just is what it is. So yeah, and I told them good luck. I'm serious. When you get the money, you let me know, because then I have the money, and it'll be a happy day. Because yeah, $5,400. I don't think so. I don't think so. What's that's why I went over that thing the other day. I said, okay, we get health insurance. They tell you get health insurance because you may have a bill that costs a lot, and health insurance will pay it. That used to be the day. But now you might as well not have insurance and just make a payment arrangement with the people that you owe. Because even health insurance, it costs to have that. And nowadays it costs a lot to cover yourself in health insurance. And then you still got a portion of the bill you got to pay. So since I already got to pay out, if I didn't have to pay health insurance, I could just put that money straight on the bill. Don't you think? Works for me. Sounds good to me. Because either way, they're going to make arrangements with you. They ain't got no choice now. Because even the doctors is losing their stuff. You know, only thing I hate is that this administration rolled back the fact that the medical bills can count against your credit. Speaking of credit, the government is deciding to get into the credit business and wipe out the credit bureaus. They don't want you to be based off your individual ability to pay. Okay. What they're trying to do, and you can go Google this, what they're trying to do now is do AI to see if you're credit worthy. No longer will they look at your ability to pay like back then, and you kept your nose clean, and your credit is this amount. No, they want that all gone. All gone. And they're going to leave it up to AI to see what your future looks like when it comes to credit. It was three of them. You got to roll back, baby. I gave you three of them. That's what's up. I'm gonna tell my son that my son is a diabetic, and his medicine is very, very costly. He has good insurance now that he's where he's working at. It's good for him because he ain't got no kids, no nothing, and everything. I'm no longer on that page. That's why I was like, I don't know. It was three of them. You got to roll back and see. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just don't know. Like I said, I took notes, and once I click off them notes, they go somewhere. So, because I'm gonna even re-listen to that port, so I can get that information as well again. Uh, so yeah, but that's what they're trying to do with credit. So when I tell you this is a fixed thing, this ain't something like all of us is surprised. They're not surprised because this was discussed before the election even happened. All of this that's going on now was already discussed. This is how we're going to do this, and this is what we're now. They're also, let me make y'all hip to this. Those of you all who don't vote, and those of you all don't care, and those of you all who don't pray. Okay, you ready? They're also figuring a way, and they're coming up with a way so that the orange guy can run for a third term. When somebody mentioned it to a government person, they said, oh, there's ways around there, and we think he needs a third term to complete what we're trying to do. So let that sink in. While everybody's worrying about who's screwing who's cussing out who's this, who that, and the other. Uh-huh. They're behind your back are creating a way that he can run three terms. I'll wait. Now, this is his second term. And y'all see what hell done came through, right? Y'all really want him for a third? You might not even have a choice. That's what's so funny. Because right now they're taking all of your choices. Nobody sees that happening either. And that's why, Kim, I'm like, I don't know what more I could do. Like, for real. I don't know what more I could do. Because I refuse to change who I am. I refuse to change who I am, and it just is what it is. And like I told the Lord, I'm okay with whatever He give me. If this is the amount of people I'm supposed to have, then okay, I'll rock with that. I'm okay with that. But what I hate is when I go to other chats and people say things and they holler, "Don't nobody, ain't nobody out here talking about the real stuff. Ain't nobody out here trying to help." And I get so angry. I get so angry because yes, it is. You just don't broaden your horizon, uh, little Susie. You don't broaden your horizon. You stay stuck on what's the fad, what's happening, what you need to be in the oh 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. I can't care more than you. I can't care more than you. I screenshot it. I would tell her. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Catherine Boo. Thank you. Yeah, it just bothers me. Okay, y'all. So last night, I'm a mod over at Official King Jives. Okay, I'm one of the mod. You got about 50. I'm one of them. So it's Catherine. We are mods over there at Official King Jives. And I was over there last night. He had Bishop Bernard Jordan and Manasseh. Okay, let me go to a sidebar real quick. Real quick. One moment, let me just sidebar. Honey, I don't care. At Manasseh, he's so good to look at. My God, today. I promise y'all, I be like, and my thing is an intelligent man. That turns me on so much. I love an intelligent man. I just do. Where most women like, oh, I like the way, his lips look. I like the way, he wears his hair. I want, if he got that brain up in his head and he talks and he's intelligent, that just do something for me. I have to pause for the cause, y'all. I be like, huh. And that Manasseh, not only is he good to look at, my God, today, he's intelligent. I'm like, this man, he read Benjamin Franklin something, something, something. I'm like, excuse me, school me, you did who? And he got to talking and was talking. And I'm into metaphysics, right? I told you I'm really a nerd, behind I really am. Don't tell nobody. I'm a nerd. So I'm into metaphysics, right? And all the things of the things, and how metaphysics and the spiritual realm are connected, and how biblical and metaphysics go together, and blah. See, I'm not into that, but I can't talk to y'all about that when I come on here because people be like, oh, she real boring today, so I just keep that to myself. When my other page get up and going, trust and believe, we're gonna be talking about some stuff over there. Okay, we're gonna be talking about it over there. Let me see. Well, I mean, she can't do no worse, that's for sure. I have been following him since 2011. I can't stand you, JB. I just want you to know that, okay? Do not understand about voting rights. 47 getting out of the power because Congress is not in session. He had the power to make any laws he wants. What you said. There you go. Booyaka. Right there. I'm trying to told you. You are absolutely right. Ooh, child. Okay. No, I can have him. No, baby. He too light skinned. He look good though, but he too light skinned. Right. What you said. What you said. Kim, girl, you my sister for real. I swear, you my sister from another mister. I ain't even gonna, girl. Mm-mm-mm. When I tell y'all, like I said, I don't want it to be no doom and gloom, but we just talking about the things of the things, and I just want to be somebody who keeps my people informed. Now, there was a whole lot of people that used to hear things from me, and not one time did they give me my credit. Not one time. Because you know what? I was a very, very small content creator and they were bigger. So people that knew me and listened to me, when they heard it on these big people's platforms, they was like, I know where that came from. I know where that came from. And I gotta admit, my old my 300, he used to get in trouble in people's chats because when he would hear it, he said, oh yeah, you got that from Creole. Yeah, I was over when she said it too. And they would block him. Because as long as I'm the best kept secret, big people can come over here and be in my sky and hear everything I'm saying, go back to their platform and say it as if they came up with it, and nobody will ever even think about me. That's why anything I use of other people's, I give them credit because I'm not a thief. Like oh, Miss Sting, I let y'all know, just Kimmy. Just Kimmy. When I say because I'm one on one, the only one, I give Trey Jewel that because that's where I heard it from. I don't listen to Beyonce enough to know that it came from her. So I give I give Trey Jewel that because that's where I got it from. See what I'm saying? What harm is it to give the honor to the people where you got it from? Just like over here, we're gonna drink our water and mind our business. I got that from a up and coming up and coming influencer. I loved when she said it, and I used to tune into her just to hear her say, "You remember, y'all I told y'all drink y'all water and mind your business." And I was like, I gotta take it. I got to take it. That wasn't mine. I got that from a girl. But it's something that I do. I drink water all the time for health reasons, and I mind my business. See how that works? All the time for my business. Now, every now and then, I might mind a little bit of yours. Shout out to Just Kimmy. She said, while I was out here on these YouTube streets, minding my business and a little bit of yours. Yeah. Sometimes I might mind a little bit of yours. You know. King Jazz! Hi, boo! No, what I was gonna say is when I was over there last night, doing my little modding job and everything, I was seeing what the Jordans wanted to do with the content creators. And I was just waiting for you to come back and give it to your people because I know I can't afford to go. But I was waiting for you. That's why I put it in the chat. I'll wait till you get it because I know you're gonna come back and tell us. At least your mods. So that's what I was talking about. Y'all shout out to King Jazz. That's my boo. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah. I'm just saying we have to know, we actually have to make sure that you don't just eat cake all day. Okay, it's easy to eat your desserts all day. I mean, who don't want to eat desserts all day? Okay, but you end up with a cavity. You end up with diabetes. Same in the natural, same in the spiritual, same on YouTube. You can't just eat all the good stuff and then you drowning in debt and don't know how to get out of it. But you tune in every day. That's just dumb. It's dumb with two B's. Okay, not one but two. Dumb. Okay. So yeah. Did you get a shot when you never born? Thank you, Kim, baby. Thank you so much. I think so. I think, um, Lord, I dropped in pills. I think personally, let me just say it like that. Personally, okay. I think that a lot of us, um, we are destined to be behind. We are. And unfortunately, the difference between the 60s people and us, like the people of the 60s, how they made a difference and all of that, is they knew how to come together for a cause bigger than themselves. Okay. For the most part, they came together. Our point, our problem is we think because we got one car more than somebody else that we better than them. We think just because uh you can go out to eat twice a week and maybe I can only go out to eat twice a month, that you got it going on. Okay. But a lot of us, if we are open and honest, we're up to our neck in debt. We're up to our neck in debt. Just like this. I always tell people, it ain't my car that makes me, it's me that makes my car. It ain't the clothes that makes me, it's me that make the clothes. I can go to Family Dollar, Dollar General, wherever and buy me a shirt, baby, and I wear that thing. You be thinking it's Ralph Lauren somebody. And I tell you, girl, that's a Dollar General special. It was 2 for $5 because it's not what I put on my back, it's the back it goes on. I don't have that twisted. And a lot of us didn't get that lesson growing up. We got the more you can afford to buy name brand stuff, then the better you are than other people. And that's the wrong lesson to send. I'd rather have more money in stocks, in bonds, and in the bank than wearing it on my back. And that's why I said during the stock time when I was telling everybody to go get you some stock, and I was telling you what stock to get it in, did you do it? Because now it's great hit. So, that's the only thing that I'm saying. And every stuff, y'all. I just want us to be prepared. I'm not saying that something's going to happen, but the way that, the government is lined up, I wouldn't put nothing past them. Absolutely nothing. If they told you it was raining, I would have to go outside and feel the mist. I'm serious. I don't believe, when you got a bunch of liars that have been proven to be a liar, when you got a bunch of liars, what would you believe? How would you believe it? Why would you believe it? This is where discernment needs to kick in. And a lot of us are so detached from growing up. Those of us that grew up in church. I ain't talking about you that just came Johnny come latelys about 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones that grew up in church. Like when you said you was in church, let me tell you how I was in church. Okay. Monday was prayer band. Tuesday was choir rehearsal. That was junior choir. Wednesday was midweek service or Wednesday night service. Thursday, you went to the church to help clean up. Friday, you went to the church because pastor needed to see all the auxiliaries, okay, before Sunday came in. Saturday is when you went for a candy stripe meeting, and then you back Sunday all day long from Sunday school, and then you go to the morning service, and then you go eat you something, and you come back to 4 o'clock service. And God, today, if they had a 7 p.m. one, that's what I'm talking about in church, where you had to do your homework while, the parents or your mom then was singing in the choir and they was in the adult choir. They was doing choir rehearsal. You back there trying to write an essay because it's due tomorrow. You had fallen asleep on the bench and then you don't fell asleep. So now choir rehearsal is over. So your parent got to come and wake you up. Come on. Y'all. And I wonder why people leave church. Because after going through all my childhood life, when I did leave the church, baby, I got me a big dose of being out there in the streets. I mean, a big dose. Do you hear me? But I came back. Praise God. I came back. So I'm just saying. Yes, honey, a Dollar General, a Family Dollars, all the things, baby. I'm telling you. But you know what? I'm being real serious when I say this. Don't you know? Once a month, me, my mother, and one of my sisters, we all go to what is that? Goodwill in the white neighborhood, like the real rich neighborhood. We go Goodwilling once a month. You be surprised what they donate that they don't want no more. If you just gotta have some name brand stuff, I dare you to find you a Goodwill where the rich people take their stuff. I dare you to find it. You can go in there and find you a whole leather coat, leather jacket, and I mean the good leather. You can pay $5 for that bad boy. I'm serious. And especially now since Goodwill needs all the help they can get, you probably can go in there and find you some stuff. You can do your whole winter wardrobe. But people don't think like, oh, Goodwill. Yeah. Well, if you just got, I mean, that's why they have cleaners, baby. Take them to the cleaners, have them professionally done for the first time. Have them professionally done. Go back and get them. There you go. Then you keep it up from then on out. It's a way to do everything. If you just got to be in the know, if you got to be the labor person, they know you as the labor person. If you just got to be, there's a way to do it on a budget. And it's nothing wrong with a budget. Okay. Most rich people, they're not trying to impress people or try to show you that they rich. Most rich people with money, you wouldn't even know it because they were buddies. Honey, you wouldn't, I'm telling you, that's that old money. Old money you don't know. It's new money you know. Those that just came on the scene in the millionaire status, probably around maybe 1980 something, But that old money don't let you know it got money. Only way you know that is if you know who they are, if you know their identity. If you roll up in front of their house, you're like, oh my God. Yeah, that's the only way you know that. But new money got to tell you it got it. New money wants you to know it has it because everything is a label. Everything. Toothbrush, it's a label. Everything's a label. And I forgot who I got this from. It's not mine, but it made sense. Somebody said they created their own uh they created their own clothing something because they buy like non-name brand clothes and have their logo put on it or their name put on it because why wear somebody else's name on you? If anything, wear your own name. And I, the way they said, I'm not giving it justice the way I heard it. The way they said it makes so much sense. Which I'm not a label person anyway. Only thing you're gonna get me with labels is coach purses. And that's just like a gift I give myself every now and then. And now I don't. People buy them for me. So praise God. I ain't gonna tell you to stop. So you see, baby. So you see. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. So you see. D Ham, hey, I said something about you earlier. Yeah, I said something. I think you gotta go back and listen to it. Because I think it's something you can benefit from, boo. I really do. Unless you got a pride issue. If you got a pride issue, it ain't for you. But if you don't have a pride issue, then I think you can benefit from it. Because I don't want to offend nobody. Sometimes pride keeps us from getting a lot of things, y'all. People will bless you and love on you more if you didn't have a lot, if you didn't have some of that selfish pride going on. Any true moving forward. But those are the things that I want to talk to you guys about. Those are the things I want to talk to you about. Hopefully some of that stuff will help you. Hopefully, if you don't have none of those things, you can start getting them. Like I said, if we end up not needing them, great, groovy, grand. But I would rather have it and never need it than to need it and can't get it. And like I said, we always, as Black people, we're always behind. Always. No matter what, we're always behind. And it's like, I get tired of us being behind. Seriously. Why can't we lead the pack? Why? And here's the thing. Here's the secret that nobody wants to talk about. We are the trendsetters. I heard, what is that boy's name? He looked like a gremlin now. What is his name? I think he was in the verses last night. Lil Wayne. Okay. Don't do it. Y'all know Lil Wayne looked like a gremlin. Quit playing. Uh Lil Wayne said, had he thought about it, he would have coined bling bling. He said he would have coined that, you know, so every time somebody say bling bling, he would have made some money. Just like Jay-Z said, he let a slipper, he said slippers count. He let Umbrella when they wrote that song for Rihanna, she said, Umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. He said he should have coined Umbrella and came out with a line of Rihanna umbrellas. See what I'm saying? So a lot of times things like that slip through our heads because we don't think big. We don't think big at all. And my thing is, I got two things right now I know would make me an instant millionaire, if not a billionaire. I just don't have the money to patent it. And so I'm holding on to it. I've already copywritten it. I just don't have the money to patent it. And so I'm like, okay, I know for a fact. I don't have to think about it because God gave me this in my sleep. I got up and wrote it down. I can tell you from conception to birth. I just don't have the money to patent it. To patent it will cost me $1,200, $12,000. I'm sorry, $12,000. I don't have $12,000 yet. Yet it's coming, and I'm just hoping because when you get an idea, don't mean it'll never happen again. Somebody else to get an idea too, and it might be the same idea. Now that has happened to me once, so I'm just holding, just sitting back, just waiting. Somebody gonna throw that into me, dag nabbit. I'm gonna get favor, one of the two. But it's gonna happen because it's me. I'm a money magnet. Money is all over me. That's what's so funny. I am. I'm a money magnet. Anybody, I have favor of God. Anytime you have the favor of God, a lot of times you don't have money, you have favor. And favor can get you in the door where money can't. God will touch somebody's heart and you'll be somewhere and they'll say, "Can I buy your gas for you?" You like, "Oh no, you don't no, can I buy?" Yeah, thank you. Favor. Another thing that happened to me. Okay, now I can tell y'all what's going on. Okay, so y'all know I get a procedure Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so it's several people, we all go at the same time. And so we developed like a friendship, a family ship, a kinship, and everything. And so when I got there Friday, I didn't see this guy. He's an older guy. He's about 78. I didn't see him there. But when I walked in, he was sitting in the chair, and I'm like, "I didn't see your car. I didn't think you was here." He sits in the shop. He said, "I got a ride here this morning." I said, "Oh, okay." So, he left out 30 minutes before me, which is normal. And so when I left out, I always got to talk to people. They're like, "How you doing?" I stop and talk to people. "How y'all doing?" I don't meet a stranger. If you don't like me, something wrong with you. That's why I don't care. When people say they don't like me, it don't bother me, honey. Um, and so I got in my car and I said, "Let me go and get my coffee before I go home." Because I treat myself to Dunkin' Donuts, right? I blame Lolo, the content creator Lolo, for that, because she got me on Dunkin' Donuts. I will give her that. She got me sprung on Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, so I always blame Lolo. That ain't gonna change. So I'm driving and I pass this man that looks like it's the guy that goes in there with me every day. And I said, "That is him." And I'm telling y'all, he's walking. He's an old man and trying to walk home. He's stumbling. So, okay, I'm at the light. I can't just stop. So I have to go through the light, turn around in Walgreens, come. I'm at the light. I'm like, "Lord, let me catch him before he cross." So I get to turn, and I turn right in front of him. And I roll my window down and said, "You need a ride?" And he looked, he said, "Oh, Coco." He said, "Yes, please." I said, "Yeah, come on." I said, "I see you walking. I'm fired up that you walking." Like it. I said, "No, God gave me this car, baby. Come on, get in this car." So I ended up taking him home. He told me that his ride stood him up. He don't know what happened to his ride, but he was paying somebody rather to come and take him. I said, "Well, honey, you in my car now. Don't even worry about that. Just show me how to get to your house." And he don't live too far from me. That's what's so funny. And so we pulled up in front of his house and he was like, "Here." I said, I didn't do it for no money. No. He said, "No, here." He said, "Your coffee is on me," because everybody know I'm a coffee person, right? He said, "Your coffee's on me today." He said, "Because I was going to have to pay him." He said, "And I want to give this to you because you didn't have to stop." And I said, "Oh," I said, "Thank you, and everything." And as I was riding down the street, God said again to me, "I have not forgot you." Because I see a lot of people around me and things is happening. And what's so funny, I've prayed for these people. Seriously, like I have a whole hour, maybe more than that a day, that when people ask me, "Can you cover me in prayer? Can you pray?" And I told you I got like bishops and stuff that I cover in prayer. And I do. I love to pray because I love to see the results of God. So I love to pray. And everything's happening. It is happening. And I'm like, okay, come on, God, come through, come through. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, did you forget about me? Like, you blessing everybody but me. What's going on? What's going on? And hey, Jill Boo. And what's so funny, like I said, I was riding, and the Lord said, just as plain as day, I haven't forgot you. And that made me cry. And I was like, okay. And so I'm good. And then somebody gave me a prophetic word and said, God wanted you to know he hasn't forgot you. See how he'll confirmate his word? Come on, through. See how he'll do it? Y'all don't forget Jill. Jill is having a poetry/poem contest. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay. This is her 4th year. Y'all please support her. And plus, she, like I told y'all the other day, she does a lot of things over there. She cooks, she does creative things. I mean, very talented, very beautiful person. Y'all please give her a click and a view. Please, 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 and please. And thank you. Okay. I'm looking forward to this contest for more reasons than one. She's got some special judges. So it's gonna be great. Okay. She's gonna do all the things of the things. All right. So I'm excited about it. JB, when he gets a chance, and remember whether he has choir rehearsal or not, uh, he's gonna have his game night again, but he's doing Frenemy or Jeopardy or something. But he's gonna pay attention to his wall, and when he get it set up, I'm gonna share it on my wall as well, y'all. Okay. Like I said, we gotta support each other. We do. We have to. We have to support each other. Okay. Um, DM is still trying to get his watch hours. So if you can go pick any video and just listen to it, I think if you listen to at least 15 minutes of it, that it'll give him watch hours. So yeah, you know, and everything. So yes, hun. Let's see. JB, I'm telling the truth about you. You can't make up your mind if you had choir rehearsal day, choir rehearsal tomorrow, if you but he goes grocery shopping every day, y'all. Every day. I be like, what you doing? I'm in the store. I'm buying some dinner. Y'all, he's worse than me. He goes to grocery shopping every day. I can't stand the store. Can't stand it. Hate when I gotta go. Had to go today because I was craving some of my famous baked chicken wings. I bake them crispy, so they like fried wings without the flour and stuff on them. I had a taste for those today. And some fried corn on the cob. And that's what I had. And I'm talking about it was so good. And a Pepsi. Because y'all know I don't do sodas. But today I wanted an ice cold Pepsi. And baby, it hit the spot. Mm. I almost drunk it down like water. It hit the spot so good. I'm like, okay. I don't deprive myself. I don't eat like that. I drink like it all the time. But every now and then, once a week, I give myself a cheat time. And that was my cheat time. And it was a good cheat. What you saying about Wawa? Wawa actually has better Well, okay, so check this out. In Kentucky, we just got 2 Wawas, and the one that's right here, like 4 blocks from my house, they almost finished with it. So I'm trying to hold out until that one gets finished because I want to be the first at that one. So I haven't went to any of the other 2 that's in Kentucky, but I'm waiting on this one, and hopefully this one will be done right before Thanksgiving because they already got the pumps in, the building is up. They were putting some stuff in there today, so they still haven't had an official date yet that they're going to open. So I'm hoping that, yeah. I'm trying to wait because I know you the one told me about Wawa the last time, and I had never heard of it. So yeah. So let me see. Hold on. Okay, now I got you. I love grocery. I know you do. You in there every day. Okay, boo. I don't know if Dham went to Instagram or not. I asked him yesterday to go to Instagram. He said okay, but I don't know if he did or not. I know you going to the store in a few. It don't make no sense. JB, it don't make no sense. What you buying now? What you gonna buy now? Okay, so I did promise you guys that the next time I came on, I would drop the link in case, we don't argue over here. I ain't doing no backbiting. I don't want none of that, y'all. If it becomes that, I'm gonna end it. Last time I got kicked out, so the Lord said no. Okay? Are you just getting something to drink? Yeah, okay. It ain't like you can buy groceries for the whole week, and just have it there. I mean, that is a concept, but you go every day. Every day. You almost worse than I was long time ago when Walmart became a thing and they would stand open 24 hours. I could wake up at any time of the night and get dressed and go to Walmart. And would love it in there because wouldn't be too many people in there. And I could walk around, see them put out new fresh stock and all of that and stuff. And especially around Christmas time, baby, honey, going in there around 2 some, 3 some in the morning and finishing up your Christmas shopping. Yes. But now I can't stand Walmart. Okay? Just want y'all to know that. Can't stand Wally World. Don't like it. Can't stand it. Hate if I have to go. When my mama asked me to go with her the other day to Wally World, I almost cried. I'm a grown baby, 55 years old, and I almost cried. I'm like, Mama, do we have. Oh, she's like, I know you don't want to go, but I heard they got blah, blah. I'm like, you lucky, my mama. Oh, I can't stand Wally. I'm like, okay, mama, come on, let's go. And the whole time I'm trying to keep a smile on my face for her because she's really excited. She's like, and look, and see, this is on sale. And look, I'm gonna get about 5 of these. And look, and I'm standing there like, you gonna hurry up and get what you gotta get so we can get this done. And I'm just standing there, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I see. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yeah. Are you through? Oh, no. Okay. All right. Well, Al, we're going down now. Well, let me go on and get that for you so that way. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm thinking to myself, girl, I ain't really doing it for you. I'm ready to get out of here. You know. So, yeah. Let me see what you say. Lord. JB, I just think you be bored. And I think I think the store like fulfills that boredness. I think you be bored. That's what you just like the store. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I couldn't go with you. You would be left. Okay? You really would. You would be a left, a boo. You would be left. I would be like, JB, you got Uber on your phone? Okay, well, baby, I'm exiting stage gone, okay? So go ahead and call Uber so they can take you home. I'm ready to go. We done been in here 2 hours and you ain't put nothing more in your basket than what you already put in there. I'm ready to go. Shoot. Only reason why my mama got me to just hang out and stay with her because she promised me brunch in a nice cup of coffee. So, I hung out a little bit more with her with that. So, it don't make no sense, JB. 2 to 3 hours. Ugh. No, player. We ain't gonna do it. Not 2 and 3 hours. Not in no store. In one store. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Not I said the plump girl. Okay, where am I? Let me go get D Hams. I'm still here, y'all. I'm just grabbing these content creators' channels just in case y'all want to sub to them. At least go give them a click and a view. Uh, hold on. Sure. But y'all, as of 2026, I'm going to have different days that I do different things. One day will be an interview day. The other day I'll be talking about crimes like I do now. but it'll be designated to a day. One day I'm going to be doing about the body, herbs and different things like that helps the body, mental, emotional, everything that helps make man. Um, so I'm trying to fine tune it now so that I don't cross those things. So that way, well, come Monday is medical Monday. She's gonna be talking about herbs, mental, emotional, anything that makes up man. Okay. And then Tuesday will be teachable Tuesday. So it may be about stock, it may be about whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to fine tune it so that way it'll be easy for people to connect on those days. It won't be no surprise. And then Fun Friday is going to be anything I want to talk about. Anything. So it might be sex, it might be church, it might be anything. Okay. We just going to have some fun. We're going to talk about the things. So yeah. So I'm getting that in order now. Okay, I think that's all I had. Let me go up here and get the person I'm mad for. Y'all know I love me some jazz though. Y'all do know that, right? I do. I'm like, man. Cause you know why? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He was the first one to me that I saw. I found Larry Reed after Jazz. Jazz was the first one that I found that wasn't afraid to talk about church stuff and the things of the church stuff. Yeah. Now the other guy, William, I found him through what is her name? Oh my God. Can I believe I forgot her name? Start with an S too. Not only is she beef sector, but dang nabbit, what is her name? She used to cover William McCray all the time. All the time. Um and her and Jay Wilson fell out. Dang. I can't think of her name. Uh it was just on the tip of my tongue again. It'll come to me. But yeah, I found him through her. So I always watched her and somebody named something heathen. They used to always, put his stuff out here. And so I never found the need to go to his channel when I had the rest of these, the other two people's channel. And they always talked about him. And I was like, oh, but Jazz was the first one that I connected to that when I was Coco 929, I connected to that I actually kept me up on the church sector. And especially when it went back to Juanita Bynum and all of that and stuff, uh, that was something else. That was something during that time. It was something else. I'm like, my God, today, you know, he used to call her Warren. Warren. I used to crack up, and that's not funny, but it is funny. It is. I ain't gonna lie, it's funny. But I will say this: the Juanita Bynum that used to be is not the Juanita Bynum now, and I don't care if y'all tell her what I said. The Juanita Bynum that used to be the No More Sheets Juanita Bynum and all back then. And I think the big difference was her parents. Her parents was the thing that kept her kind of like level, like just straight level, and everything. But I think once her father passed, she still had her mother as her rock to keep her, you know, level and everything. And then when her mom got sick, see, here's the thing: you got to be careful of church people who will prostitute your gift for their own personal gain. I'm gonna say that again. You got to be careful of church folks that will prostitute your gift for their personal gain. Because when I was telling people, I said, the Juanita y'all looking at is not there. She needs deliverance. When I said it, because, to people, I'm a nobody, how you going to talk about the woman of God like that? You don't know her, and who are you? And blah, blah, blah. I ain't got to. God knows me. I'm known in the gates. How about that? Okay. I ain't gonna be known on earth. I'm known in the gates. And when he showed me something, I stand 10 toes down on it. A woman at the time needed to be delivered. And people was just overlooking that. She was borderline a witch. People was overlooking that. just because of what her name carried. But she was so far removed from the Juanita from the beginning that we remember to that Juanita, it was really crazy. And people was just, oh no, she just needs prayer. Oh, she's fine. Before I take it back, I add more to it. Sing what song? What song? But now, seriously, not trying to be funny, because uh, yeah. Ooh, Lord, when you gorge your tongue, when you gorge your tongue, God, okay. Oh my God, today. Let's see. How can I say this? I don't know what's going on now because I don't watch her. I hear things. You know what I'm saying? I do hear things. Now, I did get the clip like everybody else when she was telling people that the Lord wanted them to sow $1,000. He wanted 21 people to sow $1,000. God wanted you to pay his bill. It's a whole lot I could say right there, but I'm trying to use that strength that the Lord gave me with my tongue. But it's a whole lot I can put right there, but I ain't gonna do it because he don't need my help. I'm not. I'm just praying. I'm praying. I yet praying. You yet holding on. I yet holding on. You know, bless her heart is all I can say. It's bless her heart, God. And not trying to be funny. Bless some of y'all stupid people's hearts too, because okay, I had to breathe in between there. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. Uh Shout out to Tyler Paris. Tyler's Paris, y'all. Tyler's Paris gave Bishop Winans $100,000 toward his needs. Somebody give my little podcast or whatever this is called to Tyler Paris. We could use $100,000 over here. Matter of fact, you can give me 10% of that. I'll work it like it's a paycheck. I ain't lying to you. Shout out to Tyler's Paris. Mm-hmm. Y'all know that clip was going around where Bishop Winans told that woman, it's not what I said, and blah blah blah. So everybody had something to say. Well, Tyler Perry felt like he needed to get in on that blessing. He said it's a blessing, and he needed to get in on that blessing. So he gave the man of God 100,000 towards his need. Okay, so the man of God let it be known that he's got over $500,000 now towards the need of the church. To all of y'all that said he been building that church for 37 years. He just told y'all that Tyler Perry gave him 100,000, and now he got 500 some thousand. Bishop Wooden got in on it too. Bishop Wooden and his son-in-law, they both gave $1,000 a piece to end up with 2,000. So I ain't knocking it. I ain't got nothing to say about it because I will not be saying what God told people and what he didn't. It ain't none of my business. I drinks my water and mind my business. Okay, that's where that comes in at. But yeah. So just in case y'all want to know, they got over $500,000 now towards that church that y'all said he been trying to build for 37 years. I don't know how long the man. I don't know how long the man been trying to build a church. I hope it ain't been no 37 years though. I'm so serious. Like, come on now, that's ridiculous. What are you trying to build a whole city? Because it don't take it long to build. Well, let me shut up because I. Ooh, child. See, y'all get me in trouble. I wouldn't have nothing. Tyler Perry gave 100,000 to him and still didn't put a dent in what he owes. What you saying? Where God guys, he provides. Ooh. I think you trying to preach, Catherine. I would have too, though, y'all, for real. I would have took my money back too, just on GP. Okay, general principles for real. You don't embarrass me like this, even though that's old school teaching. That is old school preaching. Like old school would hurt your feelings in the name of the Lord. They would. They would hurt your feelings. They would tell you open rebuke is good for the soul. Okay, so you didn't listen. So now I'm gonna make sure you hear me. You hear me? Like the whole church would be looking. You hear me? Okay, so I'm telling you right now, that is not what I said. This is what I said. You got it? Okay. Now go sit down. Like it's old school for real. Sometimes I think we need old school back because some of these people are so tenderfoot. It just makes me mad. It just makes me mad. I'll be like, is that all you can't take? Girl, chastisement at its finest used to be when back in the 70s and the 80s and the early part of the 90s, baby, it was chastisement to its finest. Do you hear me? And preachers would get on that mic and say, they would say, now, Sister Thomas, didn't I tell you if you came in late another Sunday that you couldn't sing? When you late today, I mean, they would stop their whole service, but when you late today, well, yes, sir, but get out of this choir. And they will make you, they will watch you till you sit down and say, okay, go ahead, now the choir can sing. When I, but I gotta admit, it built your spiritual muscle up and that carried over into your life. You started taking things that was important as if they were important. You would be at work on time, early. I mean, like it trained you for life. Nowadays, I kind of wish we had that because when you go places now, you got grown-ups. And I'm talking about people like close to my age, especially when you go somewhere and you ordering something to eat. They can't take your order for being on their phone. They got this phone right here in their face and they just texting and they gonna finish what they saying no matter how long you've been standing there. They gonna finish unless you like somebody like me, but man, your business. And they gonna keep standing there and they gonna text on their phone. And then when they get through, they'll look at it and then they'll put it in their pocket and they'll say, can I help you? Like you bothering them because they in the middle of their text and you coming in is bothering them finding out what their text gonna say when it come back. Am I lying, y'all? Seriously, when I'm lying, stop me and I shut up. Y'all know, shoot. Oh, okay. Over 2 decades ago. It's been 23 years. Okay. Yeah. That's still kind of long to be trying to build a church, though. That's just my opinion. I'm not the leader and I don't know. It's just my opinion, and opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. It's just, yeah. To me, it seemed like a long time to be building a church, but it's not my vision, so I don't know. It's just, I think the saints of the past is way better than the saints now. I do because we could take them. That's just like the kids of the past, like those of us that's like I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say like 45 on up, like 45 on up, to 60, 70. We took a lot. We could take a lot. Like we took a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we were still productive people. Nowadays, these kids can't, I'm gonna say 45 on down. I'm sorry if they don't, if that is your age group and you know it ain't you, okay, let it fly where it don't apply. Let it fly where it don't apply. Okay. I got the mic. Let me tell you, those of us, we could fall, get up, play again. We could fight each other at 1 o'clock and by 3:45. You coming outside? Yeah, I'm coming out. And we back playing. It wasn't nothing. If I get mad at you, I'm gonna go get a pow pow and I'm gonna come back and pow pow you, and we just gonna let that be. It wasn't none of that. We learned problem solving. Okay, that's what that was called, problem solving. We learned that you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. We learned if you fall, dust yourself off, get up, and get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? We learned all the principles that it takes to be successful. But these kids now, baby, these adults now, even these adults, mentality sometimes is like a teenager. What about that woman? The lady sent her home from work and she came back and illed her, the manager. Huh? You know how many times? Well, man, your business. But trust me, I done been sent home a time or two. And I ain't go back and hurt nobody. I was like, thank you for letting me off early. You see what I'm saying? Like when one day when I got, terminated, I was mad. Let me tell you why I was mad. Not the fact that they terminated me because, I already had something else, but the fact that they terminated me and made me work all day. They knew they was gonna fire me at the end of my shift. and they made me work the whole day. Couldn't they have said, came to me like when I came in at 6:30 in the morning, they could have came to me at 7:45 and was like, we decided to let you go. I would have said, okay, thank you. I could have went back home, got in the bed, got up, made some, breakfast, and just did me for the rest of the day. I could have went and got my nails did, all the things, okay? But no, they were selfish. They kept me the whole darn blasted day. And when I went to clock out, they let me know then that that was going to be my last day. I thought that was the most selfish thing they could have ever did in their life. Okay? Shoot. Let me see. Let me see. And it's only 3,100 seats. That's 3 stadiums worth of time. But okay, real talk. Real talk. Last night on King Jives again, uh Benoit, Bishop Benoit Jordan asked them to go to Chat Chat PT. I don't even know what that is, y'all. For real, I have never downloaded it. I looked it up. So it's some type of searching, and y'all might know what it is. But he asked them to look and see how many churches have closed this year. How many churches have closed this year? And I think it was like uh 15,000 or 12,000, something of that nature. So does he really believe that at this time in our lives that churches like that are being filled? That for real, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, that people are really filling buildings, Ephesus, like that, like they did back in the 80s and the early 90s? Because I don't see it. My grandfather is a full pastor, okay? Full pastor. And when I tell you the church that and back then that was a big church because it used to sit 500, okay? And so when I tell you, if everybody decided to, they could all sit in one column in the church. Everybody be in the church. If everybody moved to the middle aisle, that's all the people in the church now. People are not coming to the buildings the way they used to pre-COVID. They're not doing it. They got used to seeing TV online, and that's where a lot of people watch TV from Bed Baptists. They can lay in their bed and pull their laptop out and just watch and sing and clap, get the word and throw their laptop back down, honey, and go on about their business. They ain't got to get ready, ain't got to dress, they ain't got to do none of the things. So a lot of people just, I don't see it. But again, it's not my vision. It's not my vision, it's his vision. So I hope it works out for him. I really do. I hope it works out for him. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I gotta give me some heat. Shoot. Ouch. Is that the one? Did I plug in the wrong one? I sure did. Plugged in the wrong one. Come on. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Okay, now I got me some heat. I gotta find out why that catch be catching me right there. Oh, it hurts. Anywho, I'm supposed to been doing my okay. So yesterday, yeah, I walked out of the nail shop yet again. So I didn't get a chance to get my nails and stuff did yesterday. But what I did do, because I am really being a good steward over what of that God gave me, and I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, you know what? For what you want done, you can do it yourself. So I went to the Chinese store, Asian store, whatever that I go to, and went in there and was asking him for different products, and all of that was way cheaper than if I had let these people do it. It came up to like $15, 15, $16 to where had I went on and went through with all of that at the nail salon and stuff, it would have been every bit of like 75, $80. And so I said winning. So tonight before I go to bed, I'm gonna do the things of the things. I'm gonna go ahead and do my pedicure and everything because I got all the little trimmers and the thing and yeah, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do my manicure. My husband bought me a manicure set, so I've been having that. So and I don't wear fake nails, so they my nails, and I got the color that I want. So yeah, all of that's gonna happen tonight. All that's gonna happen tonight. I'm just really, really, really watching my eyes and dotting my T. Look, watching my eyes and dotting my T's. Okay, wrong. Dotting my I's and crossing my T's when it comes to finances, um, and everything. I don't know why, but I have the burden of finances on me, like to watch everything, to double check everything, and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm doing. I will not be wasteful at all. I will not be wasteful. So, and I said that's for me. I ain't saying everybody else got to do it. That's just for me. So let me see. I ain't gonna lie, and maybe I need to pray about it. I hope it doesn't because it needs to manifest as a disaster and be as it is to be a cautionary tale. You talking about the church? Yeah, you know, yeah. I wish them the best because right now church is getting bad rap, and I don't like it because I am a church kid. You might as well say my mama had me on the pews. That's how much I'm a church kid. And I don't like the church is getting a bad rap. I don't. And some of it is due justice because of the things that they're doing. Like it's been a lot of preachers. And if y'all want to find out more about that, that's one reason y'all need to, hang out around the Fisher King Jive's platform is because he talks about the preachers who's getting caught with kids. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it a little bit over here, but he's in the know. People send him proof and everything. So yeah, and it's a lot of preachers, y'all. A lot of preachers that be in the and God said in you all of that. And as soon as they go out the door, they gonna went was talk calling themselves taking the kid home and got the kid doing stuff it shouldn't be doing, all in the name of the Lord. I don't stand by that at all. I don't care who you are. I don't stand by that. And so, yeah, it needs to be exposed. It just do. Um, TC, what's up, sissy? That's my big sis, y'all. TC, yes. So yeah, I just don't subscribe to. I already did, but I'll do it again, boo. I thought JB was gonna grace me today, my little brother, but I don't guess he messing with me like that. But yeah, yeah, and speaking, coming from somebody who y'all already know my story about incest, molestation, and stuff like that. I don't like that. I don't like when a grown up. First of all, how do you get turned on by a kid? That's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna go there. But I don't like it. I do not like it. And then I'm one, I don't particularly care who you sleep with as long as it's not a kid. I don't now. It's interesting, like the nosy much in me love to hear stuff like that, like, oh, what? Because it just be, yeah. But the I don't care in me is from mess with a kid, I care a whole lot. I care too much. Like I'm that one. Okay. So yeah, I don't do it. It's a lot of policemen that's getting pulled, getting exposed now for sleeping with kids and messing with kids. There's a lot of teachers who's messing with children, and everything. Hold on, thank you to my sis. Is that you, TC?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, boo. What's going on?
Okay. Listen, I just want to say hey to you. Miss you so much and hello to the chat.
You too,
Um
boo.
and I want to say that when it came you mentioned something about the ministers, the priests, pastors and things that are, the unfortunate things that are going on. You mentioned that about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
You had talked about you talked about a couple of things, and you mentioned one in particular, and that was to watch this
Yeah.
happen, in reference to especially those so-called pastors that are super churches, and mega church type, that those types of, yeah, it was an exposing, or it was some people that were going to
Yeah.
be exposed. So you mentioned that, and again, you mentioned the NEEM. I
Yeah.
cannot stop talking about it. The NEEM. Now I use it in toothpaste form,
Okay.
and it is, first of all, it is amazing.
Yeah.
5 right? It is amazing. And it I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. It lasts all day, and it tastes so good, and it's just right. It's just right for me. So you can do neem in a plethora of different ways,
Yeah.
on and on. So a lot of time, I think a lot of folks need to really go back in some of your lives, over the past couple of years, and take a gather of a lot of the conversation that you had, especially
Thank you.
at
Yeah.
the beginning or the end, when you were making certain predictions about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real. Mhm.
No, I just said thank you. That's it.
You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome, more than anything. I listen, and I do want to say that I know a lot of folks we were all anticipating, praying, I hope, and planning and preparing for all kinds of things. And I'm gonna say this to my sisters. To my sisters, you have been, and you always will be, but you have been the you've been the rock for the
Yeah.
Black community.
Yeah.
It is time to let everybody grow up.
Well, let me shut up. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay, let them grow up. Let the good men that are out here edify them. Let them know that stop being mean, and trying to poke at them, trying to make them rough riders or something, and trying to make them, I don't know what this new come, I want a thug BS is, because
Okay.
where that come from, and I do know where it comes from, but that's a whole nother thing. But the bottom line is, we have some gentlemen that are out here that are true gentlemen. If a lady acts like a lady, now let me a true gentleman knows, even socioeconomically challenged or whatever. Let me tell you something. When my grandmother used to walk down the street, the ones that were,
Yeah.
maybe those that were on the corner and they were like drinking or whatever,
They had a
they would
bottle. Come
they
on.
took their hat, they
Yes.
stopped drinking, they hid that stuff. And when me and my grandmother walked across, past them, good morning, how are you, Miss So and So, and to your granddaughter, good morning, good morning. And then you understand?
Now.
Now, if you act like a hood common creature, trying to be like a guy, cussing out here, fussing out here. Listen, every now and then you got to let people know, stop. No, absolutely not. I get
Right.
it. But some of this stuff that folks are doing, ladies, women, sisters, you're quiet, your silence. That's my new language. Silence
Yes.
is stronger and more powerful than all that. Because as soon as the men hear you, it sounds like womp 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 womp. Just like in Charlie Brown, we saw that growing up, y'all. Y'all know Generation X. Y'all know.
Come on.
When Charlie Brown used to, they would hear womp 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 womp,
Uh-huh.
and they weren't hardly they paid attention, but they didn't pay attention. They paid attention out of respect, but that was about it. But the bottom line is, yo, ladies, get out here and have your emotional fortitude, emotional discipline,
Thank you.
because a lot of times the way that we react to things I'm gonna go get my brothers. I'm gonna go get my husband. I'm gonna get my sons. And you have them fighting for stuff that wasn't necessary.
There you go.
And they get thrown in jail a lot of times because of a woman.
There you go. Come on, I said that the other day. Come on.
Okay, that's not right. It's not cool because a real woman is gonna learn how to what? She's gonna learn how to dim that fire. So sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but you're gonna go towards dimming that fire because you don't want your loved ones in jail on bond, having a record for for reasons that could have been dealt with a whole lot different.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I know what's getting ready. We all know what's coming up. November 1st is right around the corner. I'm a hopeless romantic, Dr. Creole Butterfly. Meaning this, not romantic in terms of intimate relationship, whatever. I'm meaning that I am praying that I know God can make miracles,
Yes.
and I know that I would love to see next week everything, the government did this, they opened back up furloughs, people with jobs, they're gonna do something about this food stamp so people can have food for November and December, etc., etc. I'm a hopeless romantic, but I also know that just like anything, we have to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yep.
have to prepare, be mindful, watch your backs,
Yep.
be nice to people, but we should have been nice all the time. How about that?
I
Oh,
know that's right. Come on.
we should have been nice all the time because the people that we dragging and whatever reading and all this stupid BS. These are people that could have probably been the most helpful to you.
Well,
But no, you see dragging and reading and all that stuff. That these things are so elementary, like for kids. Dragging people for what? Talking why?
okay.
You're lying for the most part. I mean,
Ah.
didn't they say in second, was it Second Timothy third chapter 1 through 7? Read it. Yes, Second Timothy third chapter 1 through 7
Talking
talks
about the
about
foolish woman.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about all of this.
It's like Prego. It's in there.
It's in there. But I know one thing's for certain and two for sure. When we've been, and I know that you've been doing the Creole, and there's others in this chat. I know we've been doing it because we've been keeping on the low. We've been keeping, sometimes what, you have a smaller, smaller channel.
Uh-huh.
We could do more. How about that? We
I
can do
know
more.
that's right. I know you're right.
Smaller channels can do more. We'll do more. And I've noticed that everything is gonna be okay. I I I know that we've been helping out people all along.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I make sure that my seniors get twice a week. Well, twice a month. I'm sorry, twice a month. And anytime I get something, I share it with my neighbors. And I had I had about 10 book bags, and I was like, this, I don't have near chit nor chow. And I had 10 book bags. I just went a couple of times. I just rode down the block and I saw some children. You need a book bag here. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And then I just said, the rest of these, I just have to give them to the kids at the school because I can't take this stuff in my car. Okay, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
this is what we can. This is what we're supposed to do. We have to look out for each other and stop engaging in infinitesimal type of behavior because
Absolutely.
it's just not going to work. It's not going to be good at the end of the day.
Nope.
And for people going to look out for you if you look out for them.
Right.
People going to
Right.
look out for you, but those anybody that look, I'm good. I'm good, and I know you good. And don't worry. Don't worry about. Listen, I have a channel. I have a couple of channels. I don't
Oh,
worry about. I don't worry about a whole bunch of people. I
yeah.
have the people that God need me to have for the
Come
time
on.
being.
I know you're right. Come on.
On my stars. On my stars. Okay. and we got to get some work done because we have to focus. We have to focus. Like you have your babies that are in school. We have to make sure that these children are gonna come in and finish. We
Yes.
don't have. I don't have time to be. I don't have time to be dragging and ragging and reading and all that stuff. And I don't really. Time is going by so fast.
It is.
It goes by so fast. So
Mhm.
we have work to do. you
Yes, we
know
do.
and even when we eat, let me tell you, even when you are focused, laser focused, time still goes by so fast. So I just say, listen, sometimes I have to take a break. Sometimes we have to just say, like today I didn't do anything, that I wasn't going to do anything. I went out once just for one thing, and that was it.
Yeah.
But I needed to take a break.
I
my
know
body
that's
my
right.
body my mind needed a break.
Yes, ma'am.
So
When
yeah,
I
we
tell
gonna
you,
be good.
when I tell you that I know tomorrow, I think tomorrow, I'm not sure. It just depends. I'm going to pray about it. Because I usually say I'm going to do one thing, and then as I get ready to do that, he'll switch it. So I'm very open to whatever God says. So
Hmm.
wanting to connect some things. Like when I went on here the other day, I was talking about Adam and Cain. Okay.
Mm, mm,
And,
mm.
because different people ask me, well, where did Cain's wife come from? And everything.
Okay,
And when I went back and I was because it's one thing to read the word, it's another thing to study the word. Okay.
there you
And
go.
I went back and I was looking at something. I saw something that I had never noticed before. And it's in the words. Sometimes we read and we go on about our business. But then sometimes you can read and you see what you overlooked,
Hmm.
you know. And I was letting people know, I said, from what I've studied and from what I read, that Cain's wife was his sister. But what you got to remember is back if you go back to biblical, okay, when God
Right,
said that the punishment he gave Eve was that when she birthed a child, she would be in pain. Okay, childbearing, she was suffering childbearing, right?
right,
That was going to be the okay. Well, when you read it, it lets you know that prior to that, Eve was still having kids. She just wasn't in pain with it. So now, when she has a child, she's going to be in pain. So that lets you know that they had kids way before we knew about a Cain and a Abel.
right. Absolutely, exactly.
But when people, nobody ever really reads that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
it was an opening for me. I knew it
so
was his sister, but I just didn't know where the sister came in at. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
absolutely, but see, here's the thing. It Remember, the Bible is Bible, basic instruction. But that's what people say. And
Hmm.
the other piece is, depending on who is interpreting. So is content.
Yeah,
The content has to be put in context
there you go.
to know what the intent is. So oftentimes, and this is the thing, oftentimes you had these people that unfortunately would they're the ones, okay, because the Roman Empire, they were the empire, so
Yeah,
they were the ones interpreting. They were
yeah,
the ones who had the control. They wanted the control of the people. and
yeah,
this is and this is how you do that, and particularly women, and putting them in a particular, I guess you could say, a class, or putting them as second class,
yeah,
third class, whatever. And then, of course, then annihilating them. For first of all, angels are women. Angels are feminine in context. There are masculine energy angels, and they are feminine energy angels. Oftentimes we see the babies as boys, we see all these angels as white, all that kind of stuff. No, that's not how it was. Absolutely not. Even when we find out people in the Bible what they look like, that's not how they look like, and they had to change all of that. This
yeah,
is what so We know now
Whitewash.
that
Yeah. Hmm.
we know now we have to reread because there were things that were brought out. A word can change the whole context of a sentence, which changes the story drastically.
There you go.
And
Yep.
so yeah, sometimes we're reading for maybe a message over here, but then we go back and we're like, wait a minute, there's a whole nother, wait a minute. And then you find out that there was more to it. And then the Holy Spirit has unveiled something else to you. And
Yep.
that's the beauty. That's the beauty. They can't hide. See, they tried to hide. They tried it. They did a doggone good job of it.
Yeah.
Woo! Yes, you did. Bravo. Yes, y'all did. Bravo. Negative. You never know no more.
And it had to
We're
be
we're, we're on to y'all. We're
this is what I
on to
tell
you.
everybody. I said, think about this.
Hmm.
Them to make it to make it a law against the law for black people to
To
read.
read. There
Think
you go.
about that. It had to be for some reason. And it wasn't
Absolutely.
because they was afraid, but no, they knew you would identify you.
There you go. Thank you. We definitely would, because I know I do.
Okay?
Because I did that with God when God said, "There's no other God before me." I said, "That's a black woman talking." That's the first thing I said. And then you get a king. He's he, no, that's my woman. That's my queen. No, certain type. I could feel it. I could feel them.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel it. But
So yeah, so and that's what like I said, I come over here and I try to teach truth because I know for a fact a lot of people don't understand. And when I heard somebody tell me it was a young person, and I proved to them, so thank you God. But when this young person said to me one day, I don't read the word because it's a white man's book. I said, excuse me.
mm, 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 mm.
I said, who told you that? I said, no, it's not. Let me show you something. Let me show you you. Because you all through this Bible. So let me show you you. And so as I began to show different things, it made him want to look in the Bible. That's all I was supposed to do. Him and God got the rest.
Right there you
But
go.
a lot of black people, they still feel like it's a white man's book. And it's not.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. And I hate that. And it's a lot of people that's older than me that tell me they learn from me. And so that keeps me going. That's why I say I don't focus on numbers. Numbers is
Hmm.
great. Don't get me wrong. But I'm here for a bigger reason. And God
Much bigger.
always, honey, God always, He never lets me down. He always meet a need. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Come on. So,
You always are saying some awesome stuff over here, and I just want to say I appreciate you.
oh, well, thank you.
And you stay in this lane.
I will.
Stay in this lane. Yeah, stay in here.
I
Stay
don't
right
have
here.
no choice, child.
Okay. A
I'm
lot of
that's
folks
me.
are
I
just
Mm-mm.
right. A lot of folks. Mm-mm. And I know I'm learning and I'm understanding a lot about these people and the slip shoddy stuff that goes on in the background. But
Ooh,
I
child.
re- yeah. However, everything and everybody gets got one way or the other. God get them. God will get you.
And you know what? You said something to me, and I wanted to give you your flowers. You said something to me in, hold on, I said I will never forget that. 2023. You said that in 2023. You said people don't realize that they need to continue to do what's right and to treat people right because they're gonna get it because God is taking notes or something like that. He's got his
Hmm.
angels taking notes on
Mm.
how people are doing things because
Hmm.
it's going to happen. Whatever you've given this year, it's going to come back on you starting next year. And that was such a confirmation. I was like, I ain't even going to say nothing about that because that's true. And I be
Okay.
watching. And ever since then, I've been
Mm.
watching.
Right.
And people don't understand that what they're getting back. They still don't get it. It's like,
No, they don't.
mm,
But
mm,
they don't. but God, trust me, this is the time for you to see, because see, you remember, they can never say I apologize because they don't know how. They
Right.
can, they can never. This is they can never say I need. I was wrong. They can never say that. God is just showing you that
Yep.
they're suffering,
Yep.
and the thing is that because when you're chosen,
Yes.
he shows you, and you know it, just like he will reveal to you. You and God got that between each other, and you're like, got it. So don't worry about the person. Oh,
Mm-mm.
don't worry about, they can never apologize, because they're never at your level. So their apology is secular. At best, it's just a statement. They're gone. They have to repent. See,
Yep.
apology and repent are two different
Different
things.
things. Come on. Yes, honey.
Okay, because even after all that Joseph had done for his brothers and his brother, even when he revealed himself, they still didn't want to. They didn't want to confess up and say, "Yes, we did this to our brother,"
Right.
until the very end.
To the
God
very
Almighty
end.
knows.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, that's why I study Joseph and his brothers, because the forgiveness and the repent
Mm-hmm.
is so totally different. So you can apologize, but there's like three other steps. There's repent, there's apology, there's forgiveness, there's repenting, and then there's atonement.
There you go.
It's a process.
It
It's a
is.
four-step process. There's probably more in there, because sometimes you may go back and forth. You may go back and forth, and so it is what it is. But there's a process, and folks don't realize. Okay, you gotta show yourself approved,
A workman not be ashamed. Come
and
on.
there you go. Okay, but yeah, but folks say that, oh, I apologize, but I would still do it again.
Then you're not sorry, so don't
Then
apologize.
you're not. Then that's not an apology.
Right.
Because you don't, because an apology is that I see the ways, the woes of my way, and I won't do that again to you, and I'm daggone sure not gonna do that. I'm do my best not to do that to nobody else. I'm gonna be monitoring myself. I have to monitor myself and get that discipline, and I have to get that in that courage, that in emotional fortitude, so that I if when I see it happening, I won't sway over here. I'm gonna do what would Jesus do in my mind.
Okay.
But no, oh no, I'll do it again.
Mm.
I should. I know I would definitely do a lot of things different. I
Yeah.
would do a lot of things different.
Yeah.
And now that I know better, you what? Do better.
That's right.
But yeah, so anytime people say I'll do it, then they're not ready. They're not ready for prime time. They still keeping that thing. They still keeping it.
Mm-mm.
But it's a time. It's a whole time. But sisters, we done told everybody in the world. We knew the voting situation, and guess what? Okay, it is what it is. Now we
Whew.
we we got work to do.
Yeah.
Black women, we got work to do,
You
and
know,
we know what to do. We know how to do this.
and I said this the other day. I said, I don't want no builder bird. What I mean by that is I don't want no man that only thing he lives off of is whatever I can do to help him. He doesn't have
Mm,
a plan of action. He doesn't know who he is. I can't get affirmed by him because he's too busy waiting on me to affirm him. I don't want no builder birds. I don't.
no,
I don't want no man
absolutely
that because you know why, TC, all the time I have to be the one that always give. I'm a always be the giver. I'm a always be the one to have to give into his emotions, his need, his, and I mean that's a one-sided deal. Who wants a
right,
one-sided deal? If
right,
all of us go through, and I'm looking at you because if you're going to be the head or whatever, I'm looking at you to have a plan. What's the plan? Or if maybe you don't have it this time, you said, baby, I'm out of options. What you think we need to do? But you gotta be able to say something. And a lot of these men nowadays, and I'm not, and if this ain't you, let it fly. If it don't apply, I keep telling y'all I got the mic. Here's the thing. A lot of these men nowadays that I'm looking at, it's like once they get knocked down, that's it. I'm not only am I knocked down, I'm a lay down. I can't get up. I
Right.
and that's not appealing, not to real women like me.
No, it's
That's
not.
for
No.
no, it's not appealing at all. It's like, okay, you got knocked down. Okay, so what's your next move? You've been down for what, 9 months, 2 years, and you still down? Huh? How does that work?
Right.
So I just I don't want it. And it's been a lot of people, it's been a lot of males that I've passed up because no, I don't
Mm.
want to build a bear. I ain't desperate. And I know who
Ah.
I am, and I know whose I am. And baby, no, no, we on two different levels. No,
Right.
I'm
Right.
helping you by telling you no. Cause see, one, I got the favor of God on my life, and I know,
Okay.
and God gives me His absolute best. And if you don't think that you're the best for me, and if you don't think you're the best for you, what I want with you?
Right.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's
There
all I
you
can
go.
say. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly.
Right.
But when
Exactly.
you came on here talking to the women, that's what I'm talking about. Because a lot of women just want a body in the bed now. They don't care. They just want somebody
Mm-mm.
to be in the bed, and it's like you got to live life outside of the bed every now and then. I mean, is that all you worried about? Is somebody to say, ooh, baby, ooh?
Please. That
Mm,
is so temporary. It's ridiculous.
thank you. Okay.
It's so because anything can happen, and that situation won't be like it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, and then you need to have a friend. So if it's not the way, then you have to have a relationship still.
Okay.
You still have to, if that's your wife and that's your husband, and they might not be able to do the same things they did, 20 years ago or 10 years ago. You got to have a relationship.
You
You
know,
got to have something. You got to be able to have conversation. What can we do
there
to
you go. There
you
you go.
can't just, it can't be just based off of a physical lust, if you will, because that's all it is.
I don't like a man that can't talk. Seriously,
Right.
because conversation is everything.
Okay. Right.
Communication is everything. And if you can't talk and tell me your feelings, and then if you can't listen, because we got ears to hear too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you just it's like pulling talking to a mute. You trying to pull out what's going on. No, I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. And you're not. And then
Mm-hmm.
well, baby, no, for real. What's wrong? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk. And no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I ain't got time for that. Okay.
Nope.
And I'm the first one. Like I'm that one. You tell me if I say, what's going on with you? Say, oh, nothing. I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm done with it. You will never get me to keep saying, are you sure? You don't want to talk about it? Come on, I can tell. No, because we grown. And if you
Right.
really wanted to, if you really cared about somebody caring about you, you will open up your mouth and talk. But all
Right.
this gameplay, no, ain't no wrong with me. And you still sitting there like something wrong. I ain't got time for that.
I
Mm-mm.
agree. You're right.
The only difference that I helped my husband before he was my husband because he was a
Mm-hmm.
man that knew what he wanted. He was going to
Mm-hmm.
get what he wanted, and he needed some help to get there. But he didn't ask me. I saw he needed help, and I helped him. That's the
Oh,
difference.
that's it. That's it.
That's
And that, you know what, the other, and I want that the other way around. The brother, all my brothers, when you see something that needs to be done in the house, or your woman needs something to be done, do it.
okay.
If you see the garbage is overflowing, take the garbage out. Just she we don't have to say everything. We don't. You watch your man. If you know he's needing some more clothes, or he needs some
Come
more,
on.
you doing the laundry. You like, baby, oh my goodness, I see you got a couple of holes here, or some things here. We got to get you some more things. Blah blah blah. Then you handle that business. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Uh, I don't understand. We
I
just
don't either.
do it. If you see something on your porch or you see something that's in the backyard that needs to be done, like that brother that's on YouTube, I had to build he said, I built my children a place that they could wait, stand, or sit and wait for the bus.
Okay.
That's right. He didn't want his babies standing out there in the hot sun, like, and they shaking and baking and like Crisco or fried chicken and stuff. He said, "No, my baby's not. No, ma'am. No, 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 no." And
See,
he handled that business. Now, hey, you see what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need that. You don't have to. We don't have to tell you everything.
it just seems
Don't,
like,
and submission to each other.
and that's what, you know what it seems, and I can't even say that the older men are wiser no more, because the older men are acting like younger men. It's like, the
Yeah.
older is supposed to teach the younger, but it's like now, most
Hmm.
of the older men act like they don't have a clue.
They
It's
don't have no sense because
right,
remember
and
they.
I'm like, okay,
Hmm. But they've been traumatized, so they're back in their teens and 20s also, because they never dealt with it. They never had an opportunity to talk to somebody that has some sense. Now they probably talked to someone, and when they did, somebody talked them into more. They going down deeper in holes and holes and holes and going deeper, and they listen to somebody and listen to the wrong somebodies, and unfortunately, they never dealt with the traumas.
let me tell you this, and I know you know me, so everybody else y'all might not, but TC know me, okay? So okay, God been telling me about this person, okay? And I just
Mhm.
couldn't, and I know God don't lie to me. He don't lie, period. But I just know he don't lie to me, okay? And
Right.
I was like, no, no, no. And he kept on telling me, this person drinks. This person drinks. I will not connect you with them. This person drinks, okay? And so I'm like, nah, nah, nah. How come? See,
Mm.
all things in God's timing. How come I needed to know something,
Hmm.
and I had to call this person because that's the person that came to mind that's going to tell me, what I need to know. And so I called this person, and I noticed something was wrong, but I kept on, talking. And
Hmm.
I, I was like, this ain't normal. And so finally, I couldn't take it no more. And I asked the question, I think I said, why your TV so loud? Or something like that. Because, I kept hearing a lot of stuff. I'm like, why your TV so loud? And the person started laughing, but the way they was laughing wasn't a normal laugh. And they said, it ain't no TV. I'm outside. And I said, oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I said, so
Uh-huh.
you around a whole lot of people. Okay. Like that. And so I said, well, I know you either. I said, I thought you were asleep. I said, because you sound, I said, but now I know what's wrong with you. You drunk.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Right then, God said, I showed you. Right then. And I couldn't do nothing. I was so disappointed. And not that I was going, thought that anything would ever happen between me and this person, because I've been there said no, okay, long time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fact that the little bit of faith that I did have in the individual just diminished. It just kind of made me like, wow. I just felt let down. I don't know why I guess because I thought more of this person than they thought of themselves. And I
Mm-hmm.
was still like kind of, holding on, even though God had told me this person was a drunk. And I
Right.
just I couldn't conceive that. I'm like, no, 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 no. And like I said, I knew it because God don't lie to me. So I knew it, but I've never experienced it. But
Mm-hmm.
today it was full fledged in my face. I mean,
Wow.
full fledged. It was so bad that, and I got so disappointed, I just hung up. I ain't
Oh,
say
wow.
bad nothing. I was just like, click. And I
Wow.
sat here and dealt with that. I'm like, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, I want to tell women, a lot of times when, let's just say, you are interested in the person, and for whatever reason, God be like, or you be feeling that thing to say no. it's not because God is trying to be mean. He's trying to protect you.
Of course. Absolutely. And it doesn't feel that way or seem that way at the time, but that's exactly what it is.
Yep. Because
Exactly.
like I said, you talking about this. I was so, TC, I was so disappointed. I
Oh,
was. It's like my heart was like, wow.
wow. Yeah.
Because when you care about somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you care about them, you care about them, And it was the last ditch thing. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be there, even though I shouldn't be there. I'm gonna be there, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. God kept saying, he's a drunk.
Hmm.
I mean, just as clear as day, he's a drunk. And I kept saying,
Wow.
God, come on now, nah. And I've never heard it. I've never heard it. All of a sudden today. That's why I said God has his timing for everything. All of a sudden
Okay.
today, I called about a whole different reason. One reason that this person could help me with. That's what was so funny. And all this got thrown in my face. I'm like, oh my God. And
Wow.
I'm just glad I told God, thank you.
Right. There you go.
Because I could have failed for the okie doke. Thank you.
Yep. You could have.
Mm-mm-mm.
So many have.
I know that's right.
Ooh, baby.
I know that's right. So I mean, some people it don't. Some women they don't care. Why he drinks. That's okay. No, I'm better than that. I am. I'm sorry that I think highly of myself, but I do,
That's right.
and I'm not gonna change it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But it hurt my feelings. It did. I took it personal. Like wow.
Sure.
Like
'Cause you're human. Yes, you're human. Of
okay.
course.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I'm like.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand. True. And it's disappointing. It hurts your feelings. It's wow.
Yep.
And then, like you said, at the end of the day, thank you, God. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
For protecting me. Yep.
for protecting me. Okay.
And a lot of times, we want things because we can only see one way.
Right.
And mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, we only see one dimension, but
Okay.
woo, there's so much going on all at the same time.
I,
Yeah.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. Okay, I am. God took me from physical fighting to fighting in life, fighting spiritually, fighting in every other way but physical. Now I can still fight physical. Don't get it twisted. He just gave me a different way to do things. But
Uh-huh.
I can't find. I don't can't connect with no man that don't know who he is. I can't connect
Okay.
with no man that's a wuss. I'm serious. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm serious. I can't. If you not gonna fight and you don't know how to fight and you ain't a fighter, just life whoops you all the way up one side and down the other. You ain't got nothing I can't do that. Because
Hmm.
I'll be fighting for both of us. When do I get a rest?
Well, see, here's the thing though. The fight that you're talking about is not the fight that you need to be focusing on. The fight is to make sure that you fight for good and that you do the because see, let me tell you, sometimes we fight and we show out. Fight for the good. Fight to be good.
There you go.
Fight to do the right thing. Fight to keep your calm and your cool.
There you go.
Fight to don't worry about what other people think. Fight because God wants you to do it this way.
There you go.
Not be out here fighting in the world for the world.
Come
But
on. Yeah. Mm-mm. Not
yeah, you want somebody to say, baby, let's go. Come on. Come
That's
on,
what
let's go.
but if they can't, okay, and even like okay, like I said, I always like to mention bills because we can't get away from them until we die. Okay, you know
Hmm.
something is due, and okay, put it like this: my kids already told me. Even my sister told me yesterday when me and her was talking. She was like, "You'll never find another bruh." Talking about my husband, right?
Uh-huh.
Said, "You'll never find another him," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm not looking for another him. However, I am looking for a man.
Right.
I don't want no grown boy." And that's what seems to keep trying to attach itself to me, and I don't want it, and so I'm
Right.
staying strong by myself. Like I tell everybody, if God brought my husband to me, he'll bring who I'm supposed to have to me.
If that's what you're supposed to have, he will. Yeah.
Right, right.
Right.
So you know. Now, here's the thing. So I'm gonna talk to you about this now, just to lighten everything up. So all of my children, I ain't asked two yet. Okay, I still got two. I gotta ask, but
Uh-huh.
I asked my sister yesterday too. I asked my sister. I said, "Okay, so let me ask you." I said, "Your nieces and nephews kind of knocked me to the left with this." I said, "So your niece and nephew, especially your younger niece, talking about my baby girl." I said, "She told me, Mama, you need to date a woman." She said, "Because I don't see no man around that's gonna do you like daddy did you. I just don't." She said, and yeah, that's what I think. Now, all of my children, except for two, because I ain't asked two, have said that to me. Then, so I'm telling my sister this, right? And I said, so what say you? I just want to see if you know your sister. What say you? And she said,
Hmm.
to be honest with you, sis, she said, because you are strong, she said, I don't know if no other man gonna be able to deal with that either. She said, because men want women
Mm.
that they feel like they can upgrade. She said, you already upgraded. She said, now, if it was the men of a long time ago, yeah, because they value women like you. She said, but most men that's gonna come to you, she said, is men that need to be remade, that need somebody to build them up and all of this and stuff. She said, so she said, I'm gonna say yeah, but I think you need to date a woman too. She said, but however, she said, we emotional. So I can't even see you dealing with that because you don't do emotions real good. I cracked up. Cause see, my
Hmm.
sister, she's gonna have her anniversary, and her and my other, I call her wife my sister-in-law too. So
Okay.
um she was like, yeah, she said, but yeah, she said, I don't know. I cracked up. I said, see, I was sitting there like, what, huh? I don't get why. But so I've been asking everybody that. So I had put out here on my channel one day. I said, do y'all see me dating a woman or not like that? And majority of the people, TC, I think it was
Hmm.
like 65% of people said yeah.
Mm.
And I'm,
Okay.
what gave y'all that idea about me? I was strong all my life. So strong is the requisite of not requisite, whatever you say, of not
Hmm.
being, not being with a male, but being with a woman. I don't get it. So I was like, Lord, I can't wait to tell TC this. Good grief.
Well, yeah, I would say don't. Here's the thing. I don't understand. I would say that's not your journey. Like
I don't think so either. But for
it's
them to say that to me, I was like, huh?
if it is, you met somebody because you really, if you ever met a woman, then I would hope that it was for like some very very deep, some deep seated, deep intentioned, genuine, authentic, powerful reason and feelings that come along with that, not because you can't find a man at the present time. Like that's not how this works.
Right.
So you might as well go ahead and get a white man then.
Well, hey, my son told me that's what I need to date. That's exactly
Okay,
what my baby boy
but
said.
you gotta date who you want,
I
but
know. And
date who you want. That's what you do.
And that's
And
why I was laughing because we was just all talking, and my last three kids, period. Let's just be honest, they're very protective over me, and my
mhm,
baby boy, he don't play with me when it comes to me at all. He like when it comes to his mama, I'm off limits. If you don't
right.
treat me like a queen, he ain't having it. Like some stuff I may overlook, he's not because he feel like no. And he watched how his daddy treated his mama. And he was like,
Mhm.
Mama, to be honest with you, and even my older son said, Mama, to be honest with you, he said, I'm around older men your age and daddy's age all the time at work, and they act way younger than we do. He said, I'd be surprised sometimes. He's like, I was like, my daddy was a real stand-up man because he said, I ain't
Mhm.
seen no older men that, that he's noticed or whatever that even comes close to me or his dad, the way we carry ourselves. He said, they all trying to be too young.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, and so my
Mhm.
baby boy said, Mama, I think you will probably have to date outside your race. He said, if you don't date a woman, you'll probably have to date a white man. He said, because he said, Daddy was a unicorn. I don't think no other man gonna treat you the way you need to be treated.
Hmm. And
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 that's
and
man.
and that could definitely be, but you meet God. God will put
I
in
know
your
people just
wash
they
your
just
path.
throwing it
Yeah,
out there. Yeah,
yeah. you
I'm
know.
yeah, but now I'm not in no. I mean, like I said, I'd rather wait and get the right one than anyone.
Hmm. That yeah, that's the way you do it. That's how you do it.
Cause
That's
it's
the way
been
you do
plenty to come, and I've turned them away. Cause I
it.
don't have
Hmm.
no problem meeting no man now. That ain't the problem. The problem is
Right.
it's not my caliber. It's
And,
I'm
and you got even with women, like, because women have their issues too and things of that nature. You have a
that's what
lot
I
of women
said.
that just want to turn a person out. Like, that's idiotic and stupid. Once again, very patriarchal in that mindset. Like, nobody, that's stupid. It's very ignorant as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
See how many straight women they can make gay or something. I like,
So you
it's
you
a
don't so you
whole
don't know,
mess.
do you? You evidently you
Mhm.
don't know. You don't know I dated a woman before?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, all
Uh-huh.
right. Okay, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, so maybe she don't know. Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Before I got married, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. I ain't knocking it. It just wasn't for me.
Right. I mean, and that happens.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, God got you.
Yes, he do, child. Yes, he do.
God got you.
I was just telling you, child. That's it.
And on and on. But listen, I'm going to get myself ready for the week, y'all.
Okay.
Everybody, it's been a joy. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to always come up here. Home. This is home
Always
right here.
welcome. Yes, yes, yes.
And we used to chop it up on with Bama Girl, and
Uh-huh.
oh man, we used to have some really really fun, good times and everything. And I just want
Right.
to say thank you for keeping it light and keeping it the way it's supposed to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
no problem. No
thank you,
problem. God
and
will
on
send
and
you
on.
a husband, Creole, if that's what you want. Okay.
Okay, yes,
And that's because I'm a wife. The scripture said, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor of the Lord." So if it was just about finding a woman, he would have said, "He that found a woman."
right.
So
Well, I mean,
some of us, what that scripture is talking about, we know who we are when the man finds us. We're not trying to figure it out, and
there you go.
yeah, that's why a whole lot of men they marry the wrong women because they're not wife material.
Oh, and because precept by precept, with that he that findeth a good thing. You also have to go with what is it, the not a sagacious woman, what is the type of woman, um the auspicious woman, what is it called, anyway, there's a type,
Yeah,
a wife like,
yeah.
yeah, and everything, and there is a husband like too, because every man don't need to be a husband. Now let's say every man don't need to be a daddy, every man don't need to be a husband, every woman don't need to be a wife, or every woman don't need to be a mother, period. Can they? Yes. Should they? Not
That's
all the time.
that's true.
And it's not everybody. Sometimes it's not even everybody's journey, and that's okay.
Yeah, you got to know who you got to know, but that comes with spending time with God too. You
That's
can't,
right.
if you don't spend time with Him, you can't know what's good for you or what you're supposed to do. You just
That's
can't know
true.
it.
That's true.
It's like me. It's like me having a Ford car, but I'm taking it over here to Mitsubishi, and think that they know about the engine when it's a totally different engine than what they produce. You.
Totally.
So yeah,
They putting in the brakes on the left side in the Ford, and on the right side on the side in the Mitsubishi.
okay.
Yeah, all wrong. Sorry, but yeah. But anyway, thank you once again,
You're welcome.
Creole. You gonna find a nice gentleman. If you need to come down to A&T's homecoming, let me explain. Come on, girl. Come on down to North Carolina A&T State University, the G-Ho, okay? The greatest homecoming on earth. Ghoe. Y'all can hashtag it. You can Google it because it's G-Ho, okay? October 24th of 2026, next year. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to go. We were tailgating, and the sister was like, "This is my first time at a
Hi,
tailgate,"
Hebrew. Hey, Hebrew. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem. She said, "This is my first time. I'm from Detroit," and I was like, "Girl, this your first time at an HBCU?" And she was like, "Yeah, girl." And sister she was 56, right? And I
Okay.
was like, "Girl," and she said, "But girl, the men here," I say, "The men are everywhere." And they cooked all this food. Go ahead and go. First of all, go over there and get your plate. I'm gonna get you something, a soda. You want soda or you want, water? And then the drinks are around there, right? And so she's like, "All right, thank you, I appreciate it." So I was like, look, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I said, "Look at all them brothers over there, 8 o'clock." So she turned her head. I was like, "Girl, look at the brothers over there." And she was like, "Good night in the morning," right? So I'm going off doing my, whatever thing I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So when I came back, she was like, "Girl, I done went," because at that time they had called me to march in the band because
Yeah. Yeah.
you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we was doing all that and everything. I'm marching, tired as heck. I don't know, all that, having fun, whatnot, whatnot. I came back. She was like, "Girl, I was all over this place." She's like, "My
Wow.
neck." She said, "I've been turning my head this way, that way." She's like, "I'm coming back here next year, okay?" She said, "Because I'm single, ready to mingle. And these brothers
Girl,
here,"
come.
I said, "I keep trying to tell you, you got look at them cues over there." She was like, "God." She said, I said, "Well, how you like them? How you like them? What's the, give me the tea, give me the tea." So she was like, I like them thick. I like them, they got to be robust. They got to be chocolate. I was like, "There you go.
Chocolate,
Right? Look
come
at
on.
them
I
over
love
there.
my chocolate man. Come. Go,
Girl."
Hebrew.
I
Yeah.
said, "There they go, right there." And
Mm.
I said, "I know them brothers right there because we went to school together. Now, see, I know them. Okay, I know those cues. Because most cues got kicked off campus because them things was doing some crazy stuff on
Okay.
Pleasant, right?" So I was like, and also those are the brothers. They're from KK side. She was like, "What's KK side?" So I was telling her about that, and then I was like, "Okay, so you got those brothers over there." And I was like, "You got the Sigmas over here, blah 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 blah." I said, "Look at them, the Kappas are over there, the pretty boys, blah 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 blah." And then we listen. I was giving her. She was like, "I'm coming back here." She said, "I went to Wayne State." I said, "But Wayne State technically is considered an HBCU.
Okay.
They don't talk about it much because of the accreditation piece of it,
Yeah.
but it is, and it was one of the ones that we considered an HBCU in at the United States Department of Education. So anyway, we went there and we just had a lot of fun. And I just say this, sisters, ooh, calling all sisters. You want the brothers? They at it. No, listen, and Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, and Mike, BBD.
Come
They
on.
were there. BBD was there. Sybil was there. Patty was. I mean, there was a bunch of people, and we're not in concert, just hanging out with us. That's what we do. We don't need to see y'all in concert. We don't. We don't. All of us done remixed your albums and all kind of stuff. We don't need to see y'all, but they was just hanging with us. Ronnie, I was like, "Ronnie, you was supposed to be mine, but that's what's up, bro. That's what's up." They was laughing. I was like, I was giving them the wink, wink, like, that ain't true,
Yeah.
but I'ma say that. But he was like, "Oh, okay, okay." He said, "Oh, okay." But anyway, we just have fun. All
What's
right.
up, man? That's just like my baby, honey. Lorenz Tate.
Lawrence, okay.
Honey, he was here this weekend at Simmons College. I'm
Oh,
trying because
really?
yeah, he interviewed with my cousin. My cousin is Dr. Stephen Cosby. And
Got you,
Kevin
got you.
Cosby, not Stephen, Kevin Cosby. And this is my mama's first cousin. Anyway, he interviewed with him and he stayed for the college something or another. And I forgot about it and was invited to meet him. And imagine when I'm sitting here and my
Oh,
friend sent me the picture of her and him. I was
yo,
oh, I love
listen.
friends. Take everybody know that Love Jones is my favorite.
Absolutely. That's epic. That's classic right there.
Right? Oh,
That's classic. So yeah. Yep. I
oh.
love it. Actually, I think we're gonna have Missy next year. So just so
Missy
you know.
Elliott.
Yes, girl.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we get ready. Yeah, we gotta go all the way out on that one. Yeah. All that. Cause they done got the wrong one on the homecoming committee. Cause I'm getting ready to go boom bang pop.
Okay.
Bam. Yeah,
Yeah.
they done got the wrong one. They let me in on the homecoming committee. Is there anybody want to join? Yep, I'm here.
TC, look at this comment right here. Maybe you can answer to that because I don't know.
Oh, what the heck does it say? Oh, Wayne State is not an HBCU. I grew up in Detroit. Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
So
didn't know. That's why I said maybe you want. I
uh
don't.
I already know what I know. So that's okay.
I was just saying it is your field, but okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next year you are more than welcome. Trust me when I tell you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Mm.
Please come. And Simmons, I went at the White House.
Just read my book.
Is that just read the book? Right, just read my book. Mm.
Ah.
Hey,
We over here talking about everything, girl. We don't went from A to Z. Now we talking about men and HBCUs.
and coming to homecomings, girl, they need them brothers need somebody. Shoot. And I'm tired of them talking to me and taking pictures with me and stuff. Come on now. I need some of my sisters to come up in there and then handle the business.
Okay.
And nice guys too. Trust me.
Guess
I
what I
when
did
I
the
tell
other
you.
day? Guess what I did the other day? Uh,
What?
Child, I got up and I said I'm gonna do my old woman stuff since everybody says it's an old woman thing. Child went to bingo and had a bottle. Do you hear me? I had a
I'm sure.
yeah, I was recording it a little bit and I showed people my little ice cream cone and I don't know, I just enjoyed myself. And I went by myself. Ain't that funny? But I had a ball. I said I can't wait to go again. I used to go all the time, but I didn't enjoy myself. But it's like since I turned 55 TC, it's been a new thing. I don't know. I got a new win. I've been happier. I've been just get honey. This me. I love. Do you hear me? I
I
always
know.
loved me, but I'm really getting to know me. You
Okay.
know, and not me like as a wife, but me, just me. And
See.
I just enjoy my because I hadn't been single since I was in my 20s, and everything
Okay.
early 20s because me and Mr. almost did 30 years. Okay. So yeah, so now and I'm gonna tell you, and I miss her so much. I always talk about Mama Tita. I miss Mama Tita, okay? I do.
Oh.
And Mama Tita told me because I said I was scared in a way to be an empty nester, because I've always been
Mm.
responsible for somebody. Like before I had a kid, I was responsible for one of my sisters. And then I ended up getting pregnant at 15 and having my baby. So
Mhm.
then I went into motherhood, like I said, at 15. And then from there on, it was, motherhood again and then a wife. So I've never really been a grown up by myself. This is the very first time that I have not
Mm.
been responsible for anybody but me. And when I tell you I have been getting to know me and what I like and what I don't like, and realizing that if I want to just get up in the middle of the night and go somewhere, I can. If I want to get up in the middle of the day and do whatever, I can, because I don't have nobody to answer to.
Mm.
And I know people that single take it for granted. You can get up and go anytime. But when you've been accountable for so many people for the majority of your
Yes.
life, you lose that. And so now that and what I was saying about Mama Tita is I told her I was afraid to step out on my own for real and be an empty nester. All my kids are grown. And she said, "You are very intelligent and have prepared for this. You can do it. You're gonna find that you really like you." you like you now, but you're gonna really find out that you like you. Like she just spoke life in me, and I was like, I receive that. I receive it, and she's never lied. It. I really enjoy me, and that's what.
And
Go
isn't
ahead.
it a beautiful thing?
It is. It is. And it just makes you know that when you. How can I say this? Like I knew I liked different things, okay, but I didn't know if I liked it because we liked it because I was married, or did I really like it? And
Okay.
so bingo was a thing that I liked, but my husband liked it more. And he was like, "Baby, let's go bingo." I'm like, "Okay," because couples are always trying to do something, to spend time with each other. And
Exactly.
it was fun to do or whatever. But now I'm going because I want to, and I really realize I like it. I don't know why, but I do. It's just something I do like. And like I like to go bowling, but the bowling alley that was not too far from me, they tore it down. So now I have to travel so far out to go bowling. If I do go, it'll be once a month or something like that. It'll just be something to do. But I say
Right.
say that I'm getting used to one being single because I was used to doing things with my husband. So I'm getting used to being single, and that single life lets me know I can come and go as I please.
That's true. But there it. Let me just say this. I want to say hi to Catherine, and I also want to say that she was the one that she the virtuous woman, right? That's what I was talking about. A virtuous woman.
Okay.
Even when one is single, there is a way to conduct yourself in proper behavior as a young lady.
Yep. Yep.
Just because you're single, that doesn't mean you just sleep with everything and everybody and blah
Oh
blah blah.
no.
No, 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 no. And I know and I know you not saying that.
Right.
I know that you understand, and you have a particular direction
And
because
teach the
of
girls.
your
Teach the girls.
spirituality.
Come on, teach the girls, TC. I'm listening.
You
Go
understand?
on. Mm-hmm.
I'm not fooling with. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You told us about all these eligible men and wrapped it up by saying they were too young. No, ma'am. I never said they was too young. They all my age. They my age. I mean, I may have been playing. See, I may have said that to PCG because PCG is playing with me. So I don't know.
Pretty
I'm
chocolate
just
girl. Shout out to
yeah.
Pretty Chocolate Girl.
She playing, so I might have said that to say so that she would stop. Yeah, maybe I said that. So oops, let me go there. Okay, I may have said that. Sorry, I may have said that, but that was because of PCG, because she was just trying to mess with me, and I remember what it all was about. We're not gonna. We'll do it later. We'll be on your channel this someday this week. We're gonna talk about it. Miss, just read my book, okay? But yeah, I was just gonna say, the being a single lady, there are certain things that laws that you too that us as single women also must adhere to. So that kind of thing. It is, yeah, all the way around. Everybody has laws that govern them, as we say, govern yourself accordingly.
Come on now. I know it's right.
Hmm.
Govern yourself accordingly. I know it's
And you know what? To be honest with you, JB said something good. Bingo is not an old people thing, and it's not, because I'm gonna tell you something. I went to a bingo. It was what was it? It was old school bingo, like old school rap bingo night, old school hip hop.
right. Yeah.
Girl,
I bet that was fun.
them things, girl. I I had to leave. Cause here they go. Here they go. After every round, they got to get up. They doing they line dancing or something, and of course, where them fans at?
Yeah.
Bam, boom. And they doing all kind. Listen, them. I was like, let's go to the next round, please.
Okay.
But them things were having. It was so much fun. I think it was till about 1, 2 in the morning. No, I think it was 1. I think the you can only have certain spots in Philly like till 2 o'clock in some areas. So yeah. Anyway, it was funny.
That's just Cruiser was who I was talking about earlier, y'all, when I was mentioning William McCray. It was Cruiser who I found William McCray through. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying.
Hmm.
Okay, so we got together because I went on a dinner yesterday, and lunch and dinner. I was invited. Went to Red Lobster yesterday. Had a ball too, really did. Of course, it turned into a gathering because people was meddling, but I digress. I forgive them. So anyway, out of that came we're getting together. And the second week in November, we're going to Derby City Gaming here. We got two of them, and it's where all the slots machines and stuff are. And they got a 5-star restaurant in there and all this stuff.
Okay.
So we're going, and I've been wanting to go. So we all planned the date and time and everything. So I can't wait to go. I cannot wait to go.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm only taking $10 outside of what I'm gonna eat on. I'm taking $10 because I don't believe in throwing my money away. So who knows? We gonna see. But I'm just saying I'm beginning to enjoy my life now as a widow instead of sitting in the house because I was still under the wife thing. And I don't know, but something broke when I turned 55. I'm serious. Like
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
something was like something was like, now look,
Oh,
shout out to Lady Nika when I say this. Shout out to Lady Nika. Lady Nika has said on her platform, she said, shoot, if you over 50, you got more years behind you than you do in front of you. Why ain't you sexing? Something like that. I bust out laughing. I was like, hey, Lady Nika, stay out of my bedroom, baby. Stay out of my bedroom.
boy. Okay.
I was fucking up. I was like, not now. Trust me, if I did have a one night stand, I would have to know the person. Seriously, I would have to have some whatever with them. But I don't think I am. But I don't
Yes.
know. So
Yeah.
give me some grace if I do, y'all. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
that can happen
I
because
will say this: like back, it's just a different time. It's a
it
different.
is.
It's
Oh
a
my
whole
goodness.
different day and time, and you don't know who people are,
Yeah,
and
we ended
just
up
be
in
mindful.
ditches. You heard me?
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, because lately black women are ending up in ditches.
We need to have that discussion.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
need to have that discussion, and you know what? That's a whole gosh. We got
We
our
can do that
community needs to deal with.
honey. 'Cause I talk about that all the time. So you can come over this week when I talk about it. You
Okay.
know I dropped the link. Ain't no whole lot of 1, 2.
We have to we have to we got work to do.
Yes, we do. If I want to see line dancing, I'll go to Joe's Crab Shop. Read you a man.
No, it's different though. It's different. It's no almost this year. Yeah, it's 50 plus crew is definitely it kind of repping heavy.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, happy repping heavy in these streets and so forth and so on. But
Okay.
I just say, just be mindful of who you're talking to and the undiagnosed, the people who didn't deal with their trauma. What you don't deal with when you're younger, it will manifest as we get older in
I'm telling
a variety of different ways.
you know how I tell people
Ugh.
untreated trauma is
Mm.
like living your life on the bungee cord. After you get so far, it snaps you back from where beyond where you started.
Ooh. Ooh, I didn't. Ooh. Okay. Yikes.
That's what it is. When you don't deal with your trauma, no matter
Hmm.
what, wherever your trauma stops at, that's the age you go back to. No matter your age keeps going, but how you deal with different things is like 8-year old, 13-year old, 15-year old. That's why you got so many grown kids. You got so many people that's in their 50s and 60s that deal with life as if they're still 16 and 18.
Mm.
Be like,
Exactly.
you notice it too. They don't see nothing wrong with it, but you notice it.
Mm-mm. But I know one thing. Let me tell. I will say this. I'm gonna just keep it 100 and a buck.
Come on.
When I was, I was marching, for homecoming,
Hmm.
and I was listen. You hear those drums, and you be thinking you can do cartwheels. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yes, I did. I did. But then, what's that song by R. Kelly? My mind's telling me no, but my body, or so my body's telling me no, but my mind was telling me yes.
Okay.
And my mom said, "Girl, you can do it. We back in the day. Remember when you was doing this and that and the other, girl? My body said, you go ahead and listen to that if you want to,
We
but this is a totally different situation here. See, it's just we just it's different. It is different.
very much so.
Uh, Everything about us is different as we evolve. Hopefully, we're getting wiser. So we do things a little different, and our bodies, our systems are definitely different and things of that nature. So you know you just have to make sure that we keep everything in balance as best possible. But I wouldn't want to, and nor do we at homecoming. We have those that hang out, the children hang out on the campus.
Yeah.
Only thing I do is I take my students that I have, a lot of students that I've been, I guess you could say, invited or introduced from, here in YouTube land.
Hmm.
So parents who have children, I will bring them and say, "Hey, come on over here to the alumni. Come on over here to the I want y'all to see, what the tailgate parties and things of that nature, because I want y'all to get something to eat." You know,
Hmm.
come on over here and get 3, 4 plates. Take it back to the dorm. Okay.
Hmm.
Come back and get another couple of plates if you want something, or bring your friends,
Right.
So, and I want them to make sure that they get something to eat, and then they'll meet some, alum who may be in their field. Somebody can give them a paid internship. They can meet somebody. It's always just good to be able to network.
Right.
That's what I'll do, and then they go back. I say, yeah, y'all go ahead and go ahead with your friends, and us grown folks is getting ready to go back to the hotel, and the 45. Hmm?
Come on, I'm laughing at you. Come on.
Yeah, y'all gotta go because you can't hang with me. You see, you can't hang with Sister TC. That's just not gonna work, okay? Because the 45 to 65, we in a totally different situation. So yeah, negative, not doing that.
I know that's right. Mm-mm. That's me. It's like, nah, it's like hanging with my grandkids, and I'm trying to do what
Mm-mm.
I do. We're going to grandkid and granny, and then bad, love y'all, and then it's my turn. Mm-mm.
Right, yeah, yeah. So we not, yeah, we just gonna listen. We're gonna have fun again. If you want to, let A&T, you saw the stream yard. You see what we do, how we have fun in increments.
Yeah.
We get stimuli. We march. Girl, I marched, and then people was trying to get me out of the way. I said, "Hold up," but
Now.
then they was like, "Okay, no problem."
Yeah, I'm
All right.
trying to get my 2026 together and see what I want to do next year. Because I was trying to go to Trey Jules cruise. That's what I wanted to do. Me and Melissa's
Oh, okay.
auntie, I call her my auntie.
Hmm.
We've been trying to take a cruise together for the longest. Okay, for 2 years, me and her been trying to cruise, and so I was trying to go to his cruise and everything. And so I said I was gonna call and see about the rooms again because he did send me the information and everything. And I think
Oh, okay.
it's I forgot. I think it's taking place in May or June of next year or something.
No, April. I thought it was April.
April. Well, I might be too late then. I may be too late, but
Maybe you're not. See what you can do.
I
But
think
mine, this is in October. So this is in October.
yeah, I think he's a vibe. I'd be cracking up on him, and I think in person he'll be even,
Oh,
more.
most definitely. Of course, he's gonna be amazing.
So I'm
Y'all
just.
gonna be y'all are never going to sleep. That's for sure.
She said it's Mother's Day weekend. Okay, and see, that would be a
Oh,
good Mother's Day gift for me.
okay. Well, then that's good because that's the beginning of Okay, cool, 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 cool.
Yep. And I'm trying to get to Louisiana to meet some family members I've never met, and to because some of my family members is still on the reservation, and I want to meet them as well, and just learn some more about me and my people. You know,
Right.
learn some
Right.
more about me and my people, and so I'm just excited.
Mhm.
I'm really excited about that, though, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I do agree with what you put up there about people, black men and women crashing out. There are things that we wouldn't have even thought that we would do, like commit,
Yeah. Yep.
it's
Yep.
and yeah, you're right. It's amazing. It's unfortunate too. It's
Yeah.
very unfortunate. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. We're gonna have some fun, handle the business, and everyone have a great week because we're getting ready to have Norfolk State and Dell State here in Philly on Thursday.
Okay.
Uh, at the Lincoln Financial Field, which is where the Eagles play. That's the Eagles' home. But it's gonna be homecoming all over again, girl. We getting ready to get it in. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So, anyway,
Well, well, thank you for coming up, love.
all right, now everybody have a great
Oh,
one.
the second, I'm sorry, the second Saturday in December, if you can just support, is when I'm having the egg roll challenge.
Oh yes,
Hmm. If
oh
you
yes. Just read my book. Gonna be one of the. She gonna be top something something. Yeah. Oh my gosh, an egg roll challenge. When is that again?
the second Saturday in December at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'll put it back on my community wall just in case.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta, just get around if you can and just remind folks. But yeah, okay. You gonna have a flyer maybe?
I already have one. I've been sharing it out, but like I said, I'm gonna
Oh shoot.
share it out every day, and I'm gonna attach you to it too, so that way you would get it.
Okay, please. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you.
No
Wow.
problem. All right, boo.
All right now, everybody. Yes, Generation X. That's yeah, that part. Yeah, I am Generation X. Yep, we're all Generation X. I know I am.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Peace
love.
out.
Bye.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know what polish these Chinese people polish your fingers with because it look like the same polish you buy. And I've been sitting over here trying to take this polish off my hand, and it will not come off. I'm serious. It will not come off. I am sitting over here like I done stuck my hand down in some. I'm wiping and wiping and wiping, and it won't come off. I'm gonna have to go back to them. Ugh, Miss Stain. Shout out to Kimmy, man. Oh well, it is what it is. I ain't gonna keep wasting my polish removal. Shoot, that stuff is high. I might need some acetone. I don't think it has acetone in it. I just thought about that. I might need some acetone to get this off of here. Even though it's my nails, the polish is it's like I don't know. It ain't coming off. All right. No, and you know what? I just read it. What you said? Am I using acetone? Nope. Nope. I'm a tweennial. Lord JB, leave it up to you. A tweennial. What the heck is a tweennial? You are not a tweennial nothing. If that means anything close to a teen. Oh, you already got your recipe. That's what's up. So far, uh I got men that are judging. I think men, and don't at me, women. It is what it is. It's my opinion. I ain't saying it's facts. I said it's opinion. My opinion, I think men make better judges because they're not emotional. They're not as emotional as women. We're too emotional. We'll put our feelings in it and all this and stuff. And I don't like it. I like a clean cut judgment, you know, based on what they can see with the eyes. Okay. Uh-uh. It's a term, okay. It's the generation after y'all and before the millennials. Oh, okay. Well, teach me. Shoot, teach me something or something. Cause I ain't know all that. Teach me or something. Shoot. Uh-uh. You know what's so sad? Like, y'all, I thought about like when I got that blessing, I told you I was able to pay off a major bill. It was, $800 some. Praise God. He made it possible for me to pay it off and not have a sacrifice. Like, so that's what the blessing was. I could pay it off and, and not be a burden to me that I paid it off. Um, and everything. But the first thing I thought about when God blessed me with that increase that I got, I remember once before that happened, and I took my husband and bought him clothes and shoot. He didn't want none of that. He kept on saying, "No, babe, no, babe." I said, "Boy, come on. This is my treat to you." So I was able to buy him, like a little wardrobe and shoes and take him out to a nice old place and to eat and all this and stuff, treat him like the king he was because he was a king and everything. And I kind of missed doing that this time. I was like, Dad, God, because I'm just that type. But I'm like, when you do send whoever you sending to me, it's gonna be solidified. So I'm gonna enjoy just me. And so I did me, you know. But I don't need nothing. I am a woman. I don't need no clothes. Do you hear me? I'm giving away clothes. I'm donating clothes. I don't need any clothes. I do not. And if I do, I won't know until I get rid of all this other stuff that I got. Anytime you got two closets filled with clothes and then downstairs you got a whole room of clothes, that's too many dang blasted clothes, okay? We ain't doing that. We getting rid of them. I'm like, no, I gotta get rid of that stuff. And so I've been doing it little by little. I've been getting them, putting them in bags and just donating, putting them in bags and donating, putting them in bags and I'm like, I got too much stuff. I do. My next big purchase, if the Lord say the same, Lord knows I was in there. Oh, I told that woman, I said, baby, I'm gonna see if I can qualify for that right there. I said, when I'm ready, I ain't ready yet, but that right there, I said that 100-inch television, that's my next big purchase. She said, so many people was like, it's too big. Not for me. I said, because I got an 85-inch. So 100-inch ain't that far. I like it. I like surround sound. I like all of that. So what's up, Shaker Shaker? Hey boo. Yeah, so honey, that's my next big purchase. Like I said, if the Lord said the same, honey, I'm getting that 100-inch. I am getting that 100-inch. Yes, ma'am. Ham. Van said men are more emotional than women. Okay. Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. Real talk. Let's have this discussion real quick. We done been on here 3 hours, y'all. Well, I have. I can't believe it, but I must really be whatever today. Uh yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, just read. I do too. Okay, so let's just check about this. Okay. Who cheats better? Men or women? W for women, M for men. Who y'all think cheats better? You know what, Catherine? You could be right. They could have used the gel polish. And if that's the case, I really do need acetone. But that's okay. I go ahead and do my toes tonight. I do my pedicure. And I just let them do my nails. Just read said women. Okay. Anybody else gonna comment? Who cheats better? Women or men? Kim said both. JB said both. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me see something. Because I don't know why I cannot see just read over here, but I can see her over there. That's weird to me. Hold on. Let me highlight her. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Okay. I think women cheat better. I think men cheat more. That's what I think. I think we cheat better, but men cheat more. Because if we tell our mates that, okay, say me and JB kicking it, we messing around. And I can tell, say me and the ham is dating. And I introduce, or I tell the ham, hey, it's JB, that's my little bruh. You know, that's my play cousin. The ham ain't gonna think nothing about it. He gonna be like, oh, okay, you know, blah blah blah. But all the time, that is my second piece that I get. You know, like I think we more intelligent when we cheat, and I think men cheat quicker with their penis. Like they don't think it out. Women think it out. Plus, to be honest, if you get a woman to cheat when she's in a relationship, we don't just cheat physically. We leave emotionally first. We cheat emotionally first. We gonna cheat with the one that, yeah. So that's what I think. I ain't saying it's fact, y'all. I'm just saying that's what I think. Oh, okay. Okay, let me do it. Let me go. Let me see. It ain't gonna let me do it because I'm too far down. Oh shoot, I forgot I can do this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I yes, I'm doing the most. Okay, I started a poll. I forget I got the ability to do a poll and stuff. Look at me trying to think that I'm a shoot. Let me see. Reactions. What is it called? Participants? Okay, let me go back. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Pop chat. I'm playing with all of this. Let me see. Nope. Okay. Oh, okay. I found it. I found it. Okay. Yes. Yep. It worked. Thank you, JB. We don't. We don't. You know what? I heard a comedian one day said, "Women cheat the best. Men, we stupid." He said, "Women have what they call the reserve penis, and they break if it break in case of emergency. It be sitting up on the mantle and everything, and say you walk past it all the time, talking about that's my friend, that's my little brother, that's my play cousin, and all that stuff, and you okay." You be all dumb out doing what you do, and then the next thing you know, at play cousin and all this and stuff, they in a full-fledged relationship. It's true. It is so true. This generation, both of men, both of them. I am a baby boomer. Both of the generations cheated and kept it a secret until children. Right. Yep. Yep. I would say you're too dang old to have it play cousin. You would be old so fast. Ah, oh my goodness. The back of their mind, you messing with them. I would smell the BS off the rip. Okay. Okay. It is too funny. It is. That's funny. I used to, you know what? I ain't always been saved. Well, yeah, I have, but I haven't always walked in my salvation. Let me say that. Y'all, I've lived a life or two, and trust me, I was good. I was real good. Only way I cheated though is if I felt like I needed to teach you a lesson, and that was when I was on my way out, so I didn't care what happened. But I was good at it. I was very good at it. Seriously, I can keep a secret. That's the thing. I'm very good at keeping a secret. That's why I'm the secret keeper. I'm the keeper of the secrets because I can keep a secret. I don't talk about it. Matter of fact, I forgets it, and I think that's good because I always want to forget it. I got too much going on in my own life. I'll be like, oh, okay, I heard and listen, okay, blah 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 blah, and don't tell nobody. I ain't, and I be done with it because I forgets it for one, and then two, it's like if I'm trustworthy, so that's that. Um, but yeah, yeah. I kept a whole relationship. Check this out. I kept a whole relationship from middle school, like eighth grade, going into the ninth grade, all the way to like 3 years, 2 or 3 years after high school. I was in a full-fledged relationship with somebody. That was not my boyfriend. And it's funny because about 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, because time is flying. It hasn't been that long. It hasn't been longer than that. Let me put it like that. Me and him was talking and we was laughing because he was like, "Can you believe we was in a relationship all the time and nobody knew it?" I said, "Nobody but your sister." He said, "Yeah, it's because she caught us." He said, "But it trips me out. I be thinking about that like, dang, we actually pulled that relationship and we actually pulled that relationship off all those many years. We would hang around each other and everybody. He go, "What's up?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" "I'm fine." We all be standing out there laughing, talking, just do what a whole lot of friends do when they hang together and stuff. Nobody noticed it. Nobody knew that when I disappeared, he would disappear. You know, if I say, "Well, I'm gonna walk over here to the store," then he'd be like, "I'll walk with you." Nobody knew that. No. Oh my God, the things you put. Lord, the things I've done in my life, Jesus, help me. Okay, my aunt had 4 children. Oh, her husband, they were never. Shut up, Kim. No, for real. Shut up. Oh, because I had a boyfriend, and all of us hung together, just about. hmm when you're younger, you don't really think things out, but it works for you. One is excitement and stuff, and everything, and you know I happen to like him, and I used to think he was fine. He's still fine to this day, though, but that's a whole nother story. I used to think he was fine. He thought I was fine. He liked me, and I was his sister's best friend, one of her best friends. Okay, and he knew my boyfriend because we all used to hang together. That's why I said we all used to hang together, and he knew my boyfriend. And so one day I spent the night over their house, and we had a conversation and I let it be known also that I liked him too, but I didn't want to break up with my boyfriend. And he was like, "I can keep a secret." And that's how it went. And I was like, "Okay, I can too." So we date each other. And so it was weird, but it worked for me at that time. uh, it worked for me at that time, just read. It really did. Because, it was exciting to know that I got a whole boyfriend that's standing out here with all of us. And I also got another boyfriend on the side of me that knows about this boyfriend and is okay with it and still treat me like his girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you what stopped me from that though. Real talk. I've talked about this before. What stopped me from that was my daddy and my mama. They both had the same dream. They had the same dream, and that stopped me for real. My daddy said, "Baby girl, you playing a dangerous game. You playing a dangerous game. You get these men and they like you like it and all this and stuff, and you make them feel like they the only one and all this. Said, you don't want to play that game, baby girl. My mama said, I'm gonna tell you, you need to let somebody go. She said, all these dudes, you need to let them go. She said, I see one of them killing you. Let it go. Sure did. Scared the bejeebus out of me, so it changed my whole way of looking at things. Changed my whole way of looking at things. So I was reformed. I was reformed. So, but a whole lot of things you do when you're a kid, you don't do when you're grown. That's my whole point about all of that I just said. I just, like I said, him, because it was secret, we just kept that going. We kept that going until I got engaged and he met somebody that he wanted to marry. So, you know, um, but nobody knew it. Like I said, that's what the funny part was when me and him was talking not too long ago. We was talking and he brung it up. Can you believe we held a relationship all them years and nobody knew nothing? I said, yeah, nobody but your sister. He said, it's because she walked in. She did. She walked in with us kissing each other. And she's like, I knew it. I knew it. And I just grabbed my head. And he's like, dang, don't you not like it? So, it went down like that. But she kept the secret too. Um, and everything. I just I kept one and let everybody else go. The one I was engaged with, I kept that one and let everybody else go. I was just like, I'm in a relationship and I'm engaged and all the things like that. And so, yeah. Like I said, it scared me. Sometimes you got to be scared straight, and that's what I was, scared straight. Plus, the one that I kept, I didn't really want for nothing from him at all. So, you know, and I grew up. So, yeah, that's why I said a lot of things you do when you're a kid and a teenager or whatever, you don't do as you get older. Your mind is supposed to mature. The way you carry yourself is supposed to mature. And I'm grateful to say that it did. With me, it did. So, you know. And I guess that's why I see a lot of things coming. I just don't want to put up with them. I'm like, yeah, been there, done that. Don't want that no more. So now my Q dog, I'm gonna say this and then I'll get out for her. My Q dog friend, that's all he could be as a buddy or a friend. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because I know how he really feels about me, and it's ugh. Yeah, he's too he's too vested, like really, really like possessed, obsessed. You know, yeah, I couldn't. Mm-mm, nah. And he's done a stint or two in the pen. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So it's best. I did with everybody. With everybody. I had to because I was married. Yeah, I did with everybody. Mm-mm. No, my husband was my yeah. Mm-mm. So now since I've been single and getting to know me and not having no outside nothings, no boyfriends, no nothing, for the last going on 5 years, I'm ready to date again. But I'm just picky. I'm picky. I don't apologize for being picky either. I don't, because I don't accept no anything. And unfortunately, if I just got to have an orgasm, There's a lot of different things out here to give you one. Thank you, Kim. I think so too. I did. We don't even talk no more. I cannot. I can. No, I did. I closed the door on that. Yes. I don't deal with none of my exes no more. Thank you, JB. I told y'all, JB. Hey, he said what he said to me that day, and it just stuck. It just really stuck, and I'm like, wow. JB told me, said, that's kind of, I'm paraphrasing JB. JB said that that's interfering with what's to come to you, what's good for you, what's trying to come into you. All these open doors, all these so-called friends and stuff, that's stopping what's meant for you. And for somehow the way he said it hit home, it hit in my spirit. And so even friend wise, it's a nope, 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 nope. And I'm gonna tell y'all update on the married guy that I 1988. Remember I told y'all we gonna call him 1988. Okay, so 1988, I saw and I called him out on this. I told y'all he got mad because I told him no friends, no nothing, no whatever, right? So the other day, I forgot how it went down, but other day, he texted me and I responded to the text. And then I told him, you don't know I see what you're trying to do. And he said, what do you see that I'm trying to do? I said, you so pissed at me from 1988 and now that you trying to get me to fall for you so you can try to break my heart because you feel like I broke yours on purpose. I said, but that's not going to happen. Check this out. Why come I ain't heard from him, y'all? Because I was right. So now he's blocked. He can't even text me or call me. So he's blocked. I know, Kim, you right. And I ain't one. I'm not desperate, thirsty, or ugly, unfortunately. So I ain't gotta just take anything I get. Nope, I have options. Nada. You right. Just read. You right. You are absolutely right. And that's what JB told me. And that's why I went up. You are absolutely right. And I don't regret it either. Because good riddance to bad rubbish. And like I said, and then today, oh, that hurt my feelings today. It just, you know how, like I said, you know something, you don't have no concrete evidence of it, but you feel it in your spirit, you know. And on my behalf, God speaks to me, but you just know, you feel it, but you don't have no proof to show you that you're right. And then all of a sudden, just uh, say somebody you care about, you heard that they on drugs. Okay, you ain't never seen them on drugs, but you even feel it because you know you like the way they act. They gotta be doing something, but you ain't got no proof of it. So you like, so now you in a car. You don't went to the store and you sitting in the car, fixing your radio, and right before your eyes, you see the friend you care about that you thought was on drugs but didn't have no proof, standing right in front of you, hitting the pipe. They don't see you, but you see them. Because they so high, they don't see you, but you see them. And that just breaks your heart. Because now all doubt is gone. You know for a fact that what you thought was true. That's how hurt I was today. Yep. But I'm grateful because now it's the final nail. If that makes sense, it's the final door and everything. It just is what it is. But it didn't hurt no less, but it just is what it is. So, and it hurt. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It hurts so bad. Cause I always think highly of other people, you know. Mhm. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, you know I've been on here. Hold on. I always talk about people who be on here over 3 hours. I've been over here over 3 hours, y'all. I am ready to do this pedicure and get ready for to get up at 4:45 in the morning, Jesus. But I will be on tomorrow and everything. And we'll go from there. So don't forget, y'all, Jill Comfort Zones poetry contest is coming up in I think a week. And don't forget to mark on your calendars the egg roll contest. Shout out to Mixology as well. That's my sister from another mister. Shout out to Charlie. Okay, hopefully I can see it because I have I do a medical procedure 3 times a week, and in between while I'm doing it, I go to sleep. So I'm gonna see when you have yours live, and hopefully I can come and be a part of it and everything. Y'all heard her? Let me share her out. Hold on, let me share you out, boo. Hold on, go to channel, honey. I'm gonna be ready, y'all. Y'all don't yeah. I'm getting used to this stuff. I be done learned the whole tuba to you before long. Shoot. This is Just Read's channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Just Read My Book. Please and thank you. And she said she's coming on tomorrow morning, y'all. Let's try to support her and everything. I would appreciate that. I just ended the poll. And it said the 75% won. Y'all said both. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you see it? Okay. Yep. And shout out to official King Jabs that came over here and dropped down in my chat today, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know King. I actually shared him earlier. Y'all can go. He hey. Okay. But anyway, yeah, know I love Jabs. I really do. So like I said, I'm the best kept secret, hun. I really am. Before long, honey, everybody gonna know about Creole. Creole! Tell me now, Creole. Tell me now. Okay? I am craving coffee. The devil is alive. We rebuke that coffee spirit right now. We're not having coffee till tomorrow. So I'm gonna go in here. Guess what I bought y'all? Remember them donuts at school that they would warm up and serve you in the cake donuts or whatever they call? I bought a whole case of those. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour me some grape juice. I'm gonna have some communion. Pour me some grape juice and warm me up one of those cake donuts. And I'm gonna do that to get my fuel so I can, I'm glad my feet ain't bad. I know. It said no women. Anyway, y'all, I love you guys. And like I always tell y'all, no matter what the test, always, always, always do your best. Okay. All that sugar. It ain't got no sugar in it. It's one of those, it doesn't have that much sugar. It's like a wheat. Do you remember the school donuts that was in the plastic bag? They used to be so good. And they served them warm with either a milk or juice. That's what I got. That's what I got. So Esther is that the only thing sweet I had today? Hold on, let me think. I don't want to lie. Yep, that's my only sweet I had today. So if I don't do no Webster's grape juice, I might just get some water. Yeah. All right, y'all. I am out of here. And once again, I thank y'all for coming over and spending time with me. I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And let me see, our school wasn't that fancy. Y'all didn't have them donuts. That is the truth. Can women date any old man, broke, homeless? Catherine been cutting up lately, y'all. Catherine has been cutting up. Do you hear me? Juice and donuts. Yeah, it is. It is a sugar rush. It means when I crash, hopefully I'm in the bed sleep. Okay, because I'm gonna crash behind that one. But I just gotta. If I don't do my pedicure today, then it means I'm gonna pay money when I go for them to do my nails, and I'm gonna have them do my pedicure too. So I gotta do it tonight. That way I keep my promise to myself. All right, y'all. I am out of here. Love y'all. Smooches.